Welcome, Leopard. I see you. Thanks for joining. Thank you for liking the live, DC Khalifa. Welcome. Good evening, good day, good afternoon, good morning. Wherever you're joining from, Coco, I see you. Thanks for joining. Thank you. Oh, hopefully I remember. Remember today I have my moderator in house, and it's one of them. Thank you so much for joining, guys. As usual, if you click down on your screen, you'll see some names pop up. Just click send, and share this live. Thank you so much, Leopard. Thank you. Share to all your friends. Let them be part of this talk today. This particular topic, I'm a bit passionate about it. I don't know, on my screen it's kind of rolling. I don't know whether it's not going to be accepted or what. But yeah, I'm going to tell you in a few minutes what the topic for today is. Leopard, thank you so much. Thank you for sharing this live. Sami, is it Sami? Thank you so much for joining. I see you. Please help share this live. Let your friends be part of this. In fact, everybody you know should be part of this talk today because it's very crucial, it's very important. I feel personally is our essence of living. And if you think there are one or two people, maybe they're still struggling, finding themselves, understanding, why they're here on earth, what is their, yeah, let me not say, yeah. Rookie, I see you. Thanks for joining. I hope you are good. Happy Monday to you. Welcome to Insight with FunmiRoyal. Today, a beautiful day the Lord has made. Indeed, we ought to rejoice and be glad in it. I know life brings its own challenges every day, every season, but we should know that as long as we're alive and well, as long as we're alive and breathing, there is hope yet for us. So please keep hope alive. I see you, lovely. Thanks for joining. So the topic we're going to be talking about today is your purpose. Your purpose. What is your purpose? Dan, you are welcome. Please help share this live to all your friends. Let them be part of our talk today. As I said, this topic is very dear to my heart. I remembered years back, my second book actually is titled Your Passion, Your Purpose. It was really insightful because even me, I had to reread the book and I'm like, wow, God, this had to be inspiration from above. And you find that, some people, they're struggling with understanding their purpose in life as a person. And then, when I was praying about that topic, I remember it said, if you don't know, it's as easy as if you know your passion, then you know your purpose. Because whatever God has placed in you, whatever gifts, talents you have, it's for a reason. It wasn't there by mistake. God did not put a gift in you for mistake. No. And some people have discovered that their passion, what are they passionate about? Some people have even gone further to finding out their purpose with this passion. So yeah, it's I have the Kindle edition of Your Passion, Your Purpose is on Amazon at the moment. It's a Kindle edition for you who like to read, everywhere you are. Just put on your earphones and listen away. Get a copy for yourself. Your Passion, Your Purpose by Ajayi-Daniels. That is on there. Apart from my latest book, Understanding Your Destiny. I'm still having one or two challenges put on Amazon at the moment, but it's coming soon. I'll let you know. Good evening, Wonder Woman. Wonder Womanify. God bless you. Thanks for joining us. So, Understanding Your Destiny, but currently you can get it on eBay. It's on eBay as well. Yeah, there's a whole lot we need to learn. Are you living a purposeful life? Do you even know why God created you? Why He gave you those gifts? Some people, just like a story in the Bible, somebody was given one gift, another person 2 gifts, another person 5 gifts. And they were given this gift that was meant to go and multiply it, use it for good. And you find out that the first person that got a one gift, they Why should I use this gift and get more? That means my master is coming to reap where he did not sow and all that. So if I go and use this one gift and I get more, he's gonna reap off of it. So what did he do? He dug the ground and buried that gift. He didn't use it, and he was waiting like, I want to see where this master is coming to come and reap from. And then the person with the 2 gifts went about and multiplied their gifts. The person with 5 gifts went about and multiplied their gifts. They used it and they multiplied it. And then when the master came back and called the servant, let me see, what have you done with your gifts? The first one, well, the one with the 5 talents, he doubled it, and it's like, wow, well done to you, and even gave him some more. And the one with the 2 talents doubled it. The master was so proud of them. And then the one with the one gift, that at least you can't be confused about that. You know what you have. This person decided not to use it, buried it, and the master said, oh, you have been so unfaithful. And he took that one gift and gave it to one of them, to even add more to their gift. So what am I saying in essence? This is just a preamble to the talk today. What am I saying in essence? What giftings have you discovered about yourself? Do you even know the gifts you have? Your passion. If somebody were to wake you up in the middle of the night and ask you, what are you passionate about? Would you say, actually, I'm not sure, I don't know. Oh, there's an issue. Then how are you living your life? What is your focus? What is your aim? What are your goals? All of these things, we're going to be looking at today, especially for the young ones. Don't feel, oh, I'm still young, I'm still living life. No, the gifts in you has been in you from the day you were born. You're growing and growing. The gift is there. It's still there. Whether you find it, you use it or not, it's still in you. So the earlier you found it, the better for you, I must say. So the topic for today is your purpose. What is your purpose? Do you know your purpose? So I'm going to be going deep into that. And like I said, click down on your screen and all these names will come up. Send it to all your friends. Let them be part of this crucial talk today. Because like I said, I believe it's the essence of our living here on earth. Except you're maybe from planets, I don't know. I wouldn't know much about that, but at least I can tell you this much here. It's quite interesting. Your purpose. You can give me a thumbs up if you can see that topic on the screen, because at my end, I don't know why it's just rolling. It's not looking like it's showing, so I don't know if you guys can see it. Emma, thanks for joining. I see you. Mante, I see you. Special Gina, you are welcome to Insight today. I hope our day has been good. Emma Pyle, you're welcome. Okay, you can see it. All right, thank you so much now. At least I know, because it's just rolling here. Network, please do not disappoint us today. Thank you to all those who are liking the live already. Thank you so much. So today, like I said, I want to talk about a topic that holds the power to transform our lives. Purpose. Purpose. Your purpose. It's a word we hear often, but what does it really mean to live with purpose? What does it mean? Why is it so crucial? And how do we go about discovering and nurturing our unique purpose? Because you have been created for a unique purpose. And sometimes when we don't find our purpose in life or just living life anyhow, it's like a vacuum will be there because there's something specifically for you to do and you haven't discovered it, you're not doing it. So you can imagine there's going to be a vacuum in the world, whether you believe it or not, for that thing you are meant to do. So what is purpose? We're beginning to break it down some more so we can have an understanding. Naziko, thanks for joining. Abimbola, thank you for joining. I see you. So what is purpose? Purpose is more than just a goal. It's more than just a job. It's a deep-seated sense of direction, like a guiding principle that shapes our actions, our values, and our choices. Purpose gives meaning to our lives. So you can imagine if you don't know your purpose, then maybe I dare ask, do you your life, does it have meaning? These are deep questions we need to ask ourselves. As I give this talk, please, I urge us to self-reflect, honestly self-reflect about your life, because as I'm talking, I'm also thinking about mine as well. Nana, I see you. Thanks for joining. So like I said, purpose gives our lives meaning. And it is that inner compass that helps us align our actions with our beliefs. When we live in accordance with our purpose, we feel more fulfilled, we feel more motivated, and we feel more connected to the world and people around us, because we're living a meaningful life, we're living a purposeful life. We're not just aimlessly on the streets of the earth, so to say. There is something we're pursuing, there is a goal, there is an end, to what we are pursuing. It is our purpose, which add meaning to our life. So why is purpose important, you may ask? The importance of purpose. Why is purpose so vital? Why? I'm bringing your attention to it because one of the things, as the year winds down, people tend to sit and take stock of the whole year. How have I fared this year? Have I achieved my goals? Do I even know what I wanted to achieve in the first place? I know some people have New Year resolutions all the time, but by the end of the year, December, they're not taking stock to see whether all those resolutions they've come about them. Have they struggled with them? Have they achieved any of them? Some just even forget. The moment they say, oh, I'm going to do this year, I'm going to do that, that's the end of it. They don't pursue it. They don't, focus on it and things like that. So the year is gradually coming to an end. How has this year been for you? Has it been a purposeful year? Have you achieved all that you set out at the beginning of this year to achieve? Have you? So let's go to why purpose is important, why it is very vital. The first reason, there's so many, and as you guys know, because of time, I have to cut everything short here and there. One of the main reasons why purpose is important is because it gives us a sense of fulfillment. Purpose gives us a reason to get up in the morning. Even if you haven't discovered, at least you're probably in a work space, or you're doing a job or a business or something, and every morning, if you're feeling tired, you have to get up. Otherwise, that money is not going to come in. Otherwise, those people will be waiting for you. So purpose gives us a reason to get up in the morning. And when we're aligned with our purpose, we're more likely to feel a sense of fulfillment, even in the face of challenges. I can't begin to tell you mine this year. It's been, especially the first quarter of this year, I thought I was lost. I felt lost, like all of these things. I want to do this, I want to do that. And it was like a stumbling block. I felt nothing. It's like I wasn't moving anything. Nothing was happening. And I was worried. Of course, I was praying, fasting, trusting God and all of that. And I felt like, oh my goodness, this is March already. Nothing seems to be happening, a bit frustration here and there. And I felt upset, like, a lot. But I mean, the story has changed. I must tell you that I didn't give up. I still persisted. I was resilient, in my dealings. I just wanted to achieve those things because, where there is a will, there is always a way, as I say. It's Precious. I see you. Thanks for joining. So, purpose gives us a sense of fulfillment. That is an amazing thing to know about that. If you want to feel fulfilled, find your purpose, achieve it, and then you will feel that sense of fulfillment. Again, another reason is for motivation and resilience. Something, you must wake up. When you wake up for a reason, something has to be the reason why you want to chase after the day. Rue, I see you. So motivation, resilience, purpose provides us with a source of motivation that's beyond the surface level goals. You set goals, okay, this and this by this time, and all of that. But purpose is different. It kind of motivates you even when you don't feel like, oh, is there any need? But you know that this purpose, you have to fulfill it. Then you get motivated. You have to build tenacity. You have to build resilience and all of that. So Even when we encounter setbacks, knowing our purpose helps us to stay very resilient, because we know our actions are part of a larger vision. Sometimes you might have to take baby steps towards that purpose. So it's not like, yes, I know my purpose, yes, I achieve it, bam, like that. Sometimes it could take years, sometimes it could take months, sometimes it could take decades. As long as you know your purpose and you're still pursuing it, that is the whole idea. It motivates you to do better, to think about it better, to go about it better. Ayode Baba, I think. Thank you so much for joining. Please help share this live. Thank you for liking the live as well. So it's very important, even when you face setbacks, you're still focused because you know there is a purpose you're pursuing. So nothing can dissuade you from chasing after that, from achieving that goal or that purpose in life. So you build motivation, you build resilience as well. Another reason why purpose is important is to focus and also to have clarity. So a clear purpose act as a filter, helping us to distinguish between distractions and meaningful pursuits. Sometimes you may have to get to a stumbling block, and you have to persist and move past that block to go on. And when you get to that block, so to say, some other things may come to want to attract you and distract you and make you lose focus. But because you have clarity of where you're going, you know your purpose, you have clarity, nothing can change your mind about that. So when distraction comes, you push them aside like that, and you just have to come out stronger on the other side. Don't say, oh, I'm chasing this purpose, oh, it seems like a dead end, oh, something new, nice. You start chasing after that, you forget your purpose, and you're chasing and chasing. Is like chasing shadows. And then you wasted years, resources, time, energy, and you're like, oh, I don't think this is for me, but I love this. And then you're coming back to it. Imagine all the years you've lost. Imagine all the resources you have lost chasing after distractions. So you need to be focused. You need to have clarity when we're talking about purpose. It's very crucial, because otherwise, a lot of distractions in the world. Some people might lose focus and chase after money, and what will give them money is not their purpose, will not make them feel fulfilled. They're just doing it, because, yeah, well, it fetches money, but they're not feeling fulfilled. How does that tally? So you need to really get it right. That's the essence of this talk, if I can say that. And again, this clarity I'm talking about allows us to focus our energy on what truly, truly, truly matters, rather than spreading ourselves thin. By the time you wasted energy and resources on what is not your purpose, you find out you have to spend more again when you eventually become focused again. All the money you've wasted in all those distractions, you should have put in your purpose, and you would have gotten even a step higher. So we need to be focused, guys. We need to be focused. Linda Ball, thanks for joining. Prof, I see you. Another reason why purpose is important, again, is contribution to the world. That's why I say, look, no man is an island. What I can do, you might not be able to do. What you can do, I might not be able to do it. That is why God has given us different giftings, different talents, different ability. But by the time you do your bit, I do my bit, she does her bit, he does a bit, everybody collectively, it becomes amazing. It makes the world a better place. You're contributing to the world, and this is very important. So purposeful living is often outward looking. It's about using your unique strengths and passion to make a positive impact on others or on the world at large. It's a way of contributing something meaningful, something tangible, larger than ourselves, to the world. So that's why some people, they say, why do some people like, my legacy, I don't want anything to tarnish my legacy. They've worked for it. They've lived a purposeful life. And sometimes it might take your offspring to carry it on. But if you haven't even discovered it, if you haven't achieved it, what are they going to carry on? So these are things we need to know. How are you, yes, you, contributing to your world? Are you even contributing to your world? This is a question we need to ask ourselves. Thank you so much, Linda Bo, for the heart me. Thank you. I really appreciate it. But you can click down and names will pop up. Click send to all your friends. Let them be part of this talk today. If you know any young persons at all, please send this link to them. Let them be part of this talk today. Because, I mean, the earlier they can get their purpose, the earlier they can start, focusing on it and chasing after it. One more reason I'm going to give us why purpose is very important is for health and happiness. You might be wondering how. Well, because I always have to prepare for these talks. I found that studies have shown that people who feel a strong sense of purpose, they tend to experience better mental and physical health. Yes, because they're focused. Everything they're doing is aligning with their purpose. So their mind is healthy because they're thinking positive, how to achieving, how to, get to that place of purpose and things like that. And of course, when your mind is healthy, it cannot have a way of rubbing off on your body. So purpose gives us a framework to build positive habits and maintain healthy relationships as we are aligned with what matters most to us. Because you're pursuing what matters most. In fact, there's no amount of distraction that will distract you. You're focused and you're, in the right mindset. You're a positive thinker. You've got good habits to encourage you to keep moving and all. You're going to have healthy relationships. People want to be around you because they can see that you're focused, you know what you're doing, and you're doing everything in your power to make sure you're achieving that. I mean, people will want to be around you. Thank you, Joy Love. I see you. Shirley Lady Spark, thanks for joining. Please help share the live to your friends. So another aspect of your purpose I want to talk about is the journey to discovering your purpose. Like I say, I just cut it short here and there because of time, because I want to give us the opportunity to come into the box, share your experience, share your views, your perception or perspective as well about the topic so we can have more understanding. Adela Festus, I see you, sister. Thanks for joining. So the journey to discovering your purpose. Finding purpose is often a journey rather than one-time event. It's not a one-time event. It's like I say, it's the essence of your living. It's the essence of you. So you're still living. You didn't just come exist, bam, like that, and you're gone, so to say. No, because you're still living. So it's a journey. That's why I said sometimes it could take decades to get to that place of purpose. It could take years, months, to get to that place. So it's not a one-time event. It's a journey rather than that. So let's explore some steps that can guide us on this journey. Like I said, I'll just mention a few bits and then you can, in your reflection, come share with us the other aspect that you think, oh, for me, you left this behind. It's very important as well. Of course, I know. So the first thing is self-reflection. Self-reflection. Purpose begins with understanding who we are. If you don't even know who you are, how would you on earth know what your purpose is? Question and food for thought. Ask yourself questions like, what brings me joy? What values do I hold close? Ask yourself when you're reflecting, when do I feel most alive? There's certain things in you that if somebody takes it away from you, you feel like you're dead, if I can put it that way. We can't talk of purpose without identifying our passions. Exactly. That's why I mentioned earlier, if you were here, Love of Good Things, good evening, sir. How are you? I mentioned about my second book, Your Passion, Your Purpose. It's on Amazon. We've got a Kindle edition. You can still get it. And I think it's probably on sale at the moment. So get one for yourself and read in case, just like he said, identifying your passion, because your passion is your purpose, if you understand me. So those are ways I put in there, if I can remember from the book, how we can identify our passion to even start with, and then you can build up from there and, even ask the creator, Why did you put this passion in me? To what end? What am I meant to do with it? So all of those things is in that book. You can get a copy for yourself and bless someone as well with it. So, like I said, self-reflection, when we're talking about a journey to purpose, discovering purpose, reflecting on past experiences, both positive and challenging ones. Don't just say, no, I want to be positive only, because there are certain things, mistakes we have to make. We must make them in order to be focused. We must make certain mistakes in order not to make them again. So this is part of fulfilling purpose as well. So reflect on your past experiences, both positive and challenging ones, and this can offer valuable insights into what you're passionate about and gives you a sense of fulfillment. It's very important. It's very important. No wonder some people who decide to just take their lives, sometimes you wonder what pushed them to that extent. What is the challenge that is so grievous that they cannot, but maybe they didn't seek help, or they just felt nobody can help me. But no one is beyond help. Whether you now seek help is a different thing. But when you identify your passion, your purpose, and all of that, something, you're focused on something, and no matter how bad it is, you keep pressing, you keep pushing until you get to that place of purpose. So never ever give up on yourself. If you need help as I'm speaking, you can reach out, you can DM me. I'm a counselor by profession as well. If you want secular counseling, I'm here for you. If you want a Christian counseling, I'm also here for you. So don't give up on yourself. Temitope Oge, I see you. Thanks for joining. Again, the journey to discovering your purpose. The second thing you have to note is identifying your strengths and talents. Like I said, these things are natural gifts from God. Whether you believe in God, whether you don't believe in God, it doesn't matter. You have that gift, you have that strength, you have that talent in you. Whether you've discovered them, it's even another thing altogether. So purpose often aligns with our natural abilities and strengths. All these things I'm saying, please let's reflect on them and check ourselves. There has to be something you're good at. Don't say, oh, everybody can say you're good for nothing, you're good for... No, don't believe that. You may not have found it yet, does not mean you're good for nothing. Don't ever believe that. Handsome, I see you. Thanks for joining. Fitsome, I see you. Please help share this live. Cozy Home, you're welcome to Inside. Identifying your strength and your talent. Please think about the things you're good at, whether they're skills, personality traits, or unique insights. How can these strengths be used in a way that positively impact others? Jesu Loba, I see you. Thanks for joining. Those are things you need to think about. Identify your strengths and talents. It will be different to your siblings. It will be different to your parents. Even when they're similar, it might be, you might need to use it for a different purpose. So these are things you need to find out. Love of good things, thanks for your contribution. I said to fulfill our purpose, we need to know which of our values connect with our purpose. Indeed, there is no value that is small. There is no value that is little. To be honest with you, connect with them, as he has said. Yeah, that's part of it as well. To fulfill your purpose, we need to know which of our values connect with our purpose. You have to. These are questions you need to ask God. These are questions you need to even think deep about, because you're not on the surface of this earth by mistake. Even when maybe the circumstances surrounding your birth seems like a mistake, trust me. For the fact that you were conceived, for the fact that you've been born, God allowed that. And you have a gift in you. You have your strengths, you have your talents, you have your passion. Never look down on yourself. Where you were born, how you were born is inconsequential. You are still unique in your own way. Know that. And I'm not just saying words. I'm saying this so that you know, in case you're not aware. So identify your strength and your talent. It's very crucial. So how can these strengths be used in a way that positively affects others or impact other people? Think about it. You just think about it. So if you're not using your talent, your strength and all that, that means you're denying somebody. of part of your purpose. And we don't want to be selfish, do we? We're not selfish here on Inside. Blessing, I see you. So again, another thing to look at is listening to your inner voice. You know, it's technically part of the self-reflection, but listen to your inner voice. There is this inner voice in every human. It doesn't lie to you. It tells you who you are. Sometimes you hear ugly things and you just, I'm bad, I'm horrible, I'm this, that. Even you yourself are confessing that. So imagine when others are telling you all these negative things. You easily believe it, but you need to listen to that inner voice. Sometimes we have inner calling, a sense that we are meant for something specific. You just feel especially when you haven't discovered it, you just feel like you're meant to be doing something. You're meant to be, it's like a burden in you. You feel like there's something missing in your life. If you're the type feeling such, just know that you need to pay attention to those feelings. Don't shut it out. Don't say, oh, why am I feeling this? I'll just distract yourself and do some other things. It's still going to be there. I'm telling you the truth. So this inner voice might be quiet at first, but it often reveals itself through moments of inspiration, recurring thoughts, or dreams. Some people, they have dreams. When that inner voice is telling you you're meant to be doing this, and you feel, it's just me talking to myself, you just shun it off. Ify, I see you, thanks. Or Ivy, it's Ivy, sorry. Thanks for joining, I see you. You just push it down, press it down and all, and then you go to sleep, you start dreaming, you see yourself doing certain things, and you be like, you don't think you're capable in real life, but in your dream, you're capable. You're dreaming and you see yourself doing these big, amazing things. Don't shun such dreams. Pay attention to it, reflect on it, and pick the good side of it, and begin to focus on that and work towards purpose. Why am I having this dream? Oh, thank you, Mrs. Williams. Yay, thanks for joining. Chi Love, I see you as well. So don't just put that passion, the purpose, push it aside. It's your assignment on earth, and nobody's going to do it for you, I'm telling you. So the earlier you face it, the better for you. Otherwise, you just feel disturbed all the time. You feel like you don't feel this sense of fulfillment. And you feel miserable sometimes. You just, for no reason. When people say, I just feel sad for no reason, or I just feel like this for no reason. There's a reason. You're ignoring it. You're in denial. You have to face it and deal with it and move on with it. Otherwise, it's not going to go anywhere, I'm telling you. This thing you're meant to do is like it's been rubber stamped on you, on your life, on your destiny. So whether you accept it and begin to work towards it, or you deny it and be miserable and feel sad all the time, and all of that is up to you, what you want to do. So listening to this voice requires moment of stillness and the willingness to trust your instincts. Have you ever slept and you had a dream and you just relate so much to that dream, but in your reality it's like far-fetched? It's like it's nowhere near nothing. What does that mean? You have to sit with that dream. Try to remember the dream. Try to pick out the key things, important things in that dream. How does it fit together? What has it got to do with me? What am I meant to do with this? Those are questions you need to think about, and you will find answers if you're curious enough, because this is your assignment in life, if I can say that. Again, exploring your passions, a lot of good things mentions stuff about passion there. It's as simple as that. If you know what you're passionate about, and when I say what you're passionate about, it's something that if somebody takes it away from you, you feel like you're not human again. You just don't feel nothing. This is your passion. This is your passion. Something you cannot be yourself without it. That is your passion. Our passions give us clues about our purpose. Think about the activities, topics, or courses you're drawn to. I remembered, and I shared this with you. I think I may have shared it before. When I was in primary school. I can't remember. I was very young, probably 6, 7, because I remember this. It's part of my purpose in life. I believe so. When my folks are playing, everybody playing, I would just take the remote of the TV and put it on the news, the local news. Then I was back in Africa. I'll put on the local news and I'll see the newscasters, the way they would sit and they would talk with eloquence. They would speak with, authority, like I would just sit in front of the TV like this, and I'll be looking and I'll be like, I love this. I love to do this. Can I do this? I'll be looking at them, So I love it when they're reading the news. You see me, I'm not listening to the news, but it's just the way those people sit and they'll read the news. And I'm like, wow, I want to do this. I didn't know. I would even sleep and dream about me reading the news. I didn't have a clue what that was. But there was something in me drawing me towards that. And guess what? Life went on. I told you that was when I was in primary school. I've always sat down and watched these people. And then when I got to the secondary school, I think it was for us in UK here, to make it easier, I think I was in year 9, 10, and I'll go for this radio program and I'll read articles. It hadn't clicked then. And then one time I remembered one of the producers came and said, Fumi, let's try you on the news. But this was for radio. But I used to look at the TV and I loved that. So this was radio, and they gave me some news bulletin to read, and I will read. It hasn't still clicked. So you can imagine, this thing sometimes takes years. It didn't click. When did it click for me? It was when, after doing the radio for so many years, one of the producers said, Fumi, you have a lovely face. We can use your face on the TV. Go to the TV, because the radio station had a TV as well, but I was years and years on the radio, just using the voice and all of that. It hadn't clicked, guys. Just to let you know that you have to be intentional. The moment please don't ever stop. Run with it. And then this producer, one of the managers, said, just go to the TV. I will check you out. And I went to the TV. It still had not clicked. When I got there, I was told all the newscasters there, I have to sit and shadow them, what they do, how they read and all of that. Guys, it still did not click for me. It was one day I was told I have to sit in and watch these people, like understudy them for 6 months. Then maybe I'll go on trial to read the news as well. That is my local state station, TV. It still hadn't clicked, guys. And then I think it was a month into my shadowing these people, one of the newsreader, I don't know, maybe it was nowhere to be found. And I ran to the producer to say, there's no newscaster. I was told to come and call you because you're the boss to come and read the news. The man was like, he was playing draft with his friend. He said, for me, when you're ready, you go and do your makeup and go and read the news. Something like, it was like thunder. It struck my heart. Me read the news. I just remember that childhood imagination, that childhood vision, that childhood, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I was so scared, like, oh my God, this is the moment I've always dreamt about. Me, news, I'm not prepared, I'm not ready. The man said, look at the time, it's nearly time, you best go and start reading it. My heart was racing. I had fever all of a sudden. I don't know, me, love of good things. I bet you'll be laughing at me. These are my experiences in radio and television back in the day. Mr. T, thanks for joining. I know. I quickly went to the newsroom. I said, I was blabbing. I said, the manager said he can't come, that I should take the bulletin and go through it. I have to read. And it was like the state news, the peak time. And I'm like, oh my God, I've not done this. I was told that I have 6 months to prepare. Why? This is just a month. I was panicking, guys. I was really panicking. And I said to myself, okay, this man mean business, because I looked, he wasn't coming. I quickly took the bulletin. I was shaking. I'm like, oh my God, this man is going to put me in trouble. Oh, how did he think I could do it? What if I mess up? But I've had years of reading news on the radio, because TV, there's a camera, you're conscious and all of that. So a lot going in my mind. And then all of a sudden, I just saw that barely 10 minutes, this man is not coming. I best said to myself, I wasn't even dressed, guys. I looked like, imagine, I was still in my late teens. I wasn't even dressed to go on camera. So I said, even if I did my face, I wasn't dressed. Like, there's a kind of cultural attire you had to wear with the headgear and stuff, because it's the state, the traditional state and all of that. I'm like, oh my God. Honestly, I thought I was going to pass out, but I had to summon courage. And I sat there, and the lights on me, the camera on me. I was sweating even though the AC was on. It was funny, guys. I'm telling you. I had to comport myself. God knows how I managed through. And then when you hear the song roll and they say action, good evening. This is the state news read by Funmi Adesoya. That was my maiden name then, because I wasn't married at the time. And here are the highlights. You know, I was breathing, panting, at the same time fainting in between, all sorts. I'm like, God, why me? Why? I'm not ready. I'm not prepared. But I had to comport myself. And you know, so when I say the news and they have to roll some visuals to it, of course I'll pause. At the time I pause, I'll be like, God, I'm sweating. I can't breathe. And the cameraman said, for me, calm down. Just calm down. Breathe. Guys, I'm expressing this to let you know this is my own journey to where I am today. And yours, maybe you haven't paid attention. Please start paying attention to it. At the end of the day, I read, and it was like, I think it was half an hour news, 15 to half an hour. I can't remember. It's been years ago. And when I did, the cameraman was just doing this, calm down, breathe, and all that. And then when I finished, guess what? The producers in the room, the control person, the cameraman, when I finished, they all came and they clapped. Baby announcer, baby newscaster, because I looked like a baby, I'm telling you, even though I was, I think, 1920 there. When they clapped, in my mind, I'm like, these people are really fooling me. What? I thought I did a bad job because I nearly passed out. Thank you now for the clap. I'm like, I came out of the studio. I'm like, touch me, I'm burning. I was so hot. I'm like, and that was it, guys. And before you know, I started casting news. I started presenting programs. I was going on live television and live reporting and things like that. And opportunities even came. Some I rejected because I felt I was still young at the time. They can see your potential. I know. But imagine if I didn't have a clue as well. How would they see that? So never look down on yourself, guys. That's why I shared that. I didn't even think I was going to share that, but it just came to mind as I was talking. Exploring your passions. Our passion gives us clue about our purpose. Imagine me as that child, 6-7-year-old, thinking, I love this. I love to do this. The passion was in there already. The potentials were even in there. I hadn't discovered it. And at the time, you know, life started happening, things started happening. And I remember then, they used to call me baby announcer because my face was just too babyish, kind of. I remembered the Norwegian ambassador to Nigeria at the time. They organized, well, there was something they organized, and they were appreciating young talents and all. And then when I got the invitation to come, that I was going to get an award, as at the time, this was in the 90s, early, early. I was given an award. I don't even know where my award is because I was so proud of that award. The youngest presenter in Nigeria at the time, because I was going national already at that young age. I got that award. I felt so proud of myself. And there I had folks around who feels you're wasting your life. What do you do, you know, and all that. But let me not go into that story today. So what am I trying to say? You need to explore your passion. Explore it, because it will take you to that place of purpose. The Johns, thanks for joining. So what are things you're drawn to? What activities are you drawn to? You know, what are those things? Don't ignore them. Face them head on. When you engage in these things, do you feel energized and fulfilled? I mean, after a while, I was like, bring it on. Sometimes they don't even tell me ahead of time I'm doing this. When I get to work, they're like, just do this, do that. You know, it just became natural with me, and I wasn't panicky and sweaty again like I was that very first day. I felt, oh my God, they want to kill me, so to say. So it was quite, I never forget that. And that broke it for me, and I started believing more in myself. So your purpose might be connected to something you've loved since childhood, or something you discovered recently. Like I said, there is no time to it. But the thing we need to be mindful of is we may not get to live to be 100 years. Some people, maybe at age 70, they now discover their passion, their purpose. And then, old age, you're feeble, frail, and all that, and you're still trying to, so the earlier you get it, the better for you, I'm telling you. So it could be something like myself. Since childhood, I've always imagined that, and I would watch presenters, like international presenters. I really love to do this, I didn't know it was just in there. Something was drawing me to that aspect of life. And either way, exploring these passions can lead you closer to your purpose. Know that. So again, 5, seeking mentorship and guidance. It takes the perspective of others to see the good in us, to see our gifts, to see our potentials. Because sometimes we may not see it, but because you have some people around you, they've noticed something about you. I tell you, then I would ask many times myself, what do these people see in me that they feel I can do this? I remembered one of my producers back in the radio. He said, "Fumi, I need a 5 minutes radio drama. Please, can you rustle up something?" I'm like, okay, give me 5 minutes, I'll be back. And I'll just go to the office. I'll quickly think, what is currently happening in Nigeria at the time? Let me see, how can I bring humor to it and things like that. I just quickly write, John this, Sarah this, 4 characters, 5 minutes playlet. And then when I hand it over to him, even me, I knew that thing was just flowing, guys. I knew. He will read and laugh, and I say, "Fumi, oh my God, you this girl, where did you just cook this up from?" I'm like, well, I don't know. I just sat down and thought of it and I wrote it. And then the fun bit is when we're not acting the drama, and you have to act with your voice, because this one is radio drama. You only have to hear. If you're sad, your voice has to be sad. So those were the trainings I got back in the day. Like, I remember I went for one video, a film audition. I'm just digressing now, just to kind of wind down a bit. One of my producers on the TV said, "Oh, you'll be good. There's a movie production." A shout out to Uncle Jimmy Odumosu, wherever you are. I appreciate you. God bless you. He saw something in me as well. He said, "For me, there's this audition. I needed to go for the audition." And guys, I went for that audition. I was excited. I was like, oh my God, I'm going to go for auditioning for a movie or something. So these things has always been, but how we pursue it is another thing altogether. And I got there, and in the script, I was meant to be the daughter of the household, but there was a problem. There was another girl auditioning for the same part. So I went in, I read the part that I was given, and the girl went in, she read the part she was given as well. And these producers, top producers in Nigeria at the time, they came, they said, "Both of you should come into the room." We came and sat down, and they said, "You see, guys, we only need one female character. But for me, you're too happy. You have a happy face. We need a sad face." And the other girl, I'm sorry to her, where she had a sad face, but they said they wanted her face, but they wanted my voice. I'm like, in my head, how is that going to be possible? You want her face, but you want my voice. How do you want to do that? So they said because of that, they didn't want to let me go because they wanted my voice. They didn't want to let her go because they wanted her face for the role. And then I said, okay, what we've decided is we're going to have 2 sisters. So we would have your voice in the film. Her face too will be in the film. They had to rewrite a whole film just because of that. So you can imagine. But at that time, now thinking about it, I'm like, wow, what was that about? Now thinking about it. But eventually, I don't know, some other logistics problem, we eventually didn't shoot the film. But what am I trying to say here? Potentials had always been there. And if you go on my page, you'll see I've been in one film this year, titled Wosi Wosi. Amazing, very funny one. Go and see Wosi Wosi, guys. It's on YouTube live. Go and watch it. Wosi Wosi. You have to watch till the end if you really want to see yours truly. So those things, those giftings have always been there. Me writing playlets, me doing all of this. And I remembered I used to write like novels. I'll just have like folded papers. I'll write stories and things that I didn't know I was still going to be an author when I grew up. Now, guys, my 3rd book is out. I still have loads that God will have to give me the grace to start writing them again. You know, so what am I trying to say? There is a reason for your being created. So you can't say, I'm good for nothing. No, no, you may not have identified it yet, does not mean you're not good for nothing. Don't look down on yourself. I keep repeating that, guys. Seek mentorship and guidance if you have to, because sometimes it takes the perspective of others to help us see our own potentials. Friends, family, mentors, and counselors can offer insight into strengths and values that we possess. These people, I was surrounded by gifts as well, and they were able to identify and they helped me to the very, very top, guys. I'm not bragging or anything. What scared me at some point, I was in my early 20s, and one of the producers I'd worked with had traveled out of the country, and then he came around one time. He said, oh, the CNN was looking for reporters in Nigeria. For me, is this something you're interested in? I felt, no, I'm too young. If I leave home now, I may be lost in the world. I got scared, guys, and I turned the offer down. Till tomorrow, do I regret it? Yes and no. Yes, because it would have opened me to God knows where. I don't know where I would have been. But I said to myself, if I'd gone then, would I still be this strong believer that I am? I don't know. You know, the world has its way of dragging you into stuff. But I love my life. I wouldn't trade it for anything. So I give God all the glory. But at least the opportunity was there, even though I turned it down. So what am I trying to say? Seek mentorship if you have to. Ask people around you, what do they see about you? What can they say you're passionate about? In case you're lost, still looking for your passion. Madge, I see you, Fola. Thanks for joining. So these people around you will be able to, be honest with you and tell you they may see qualities in you that you have overlooked or you have dismissed by yourself. So be mindful. Stepping out of your comfort zone. You remember that day when the the manager said, for me, when you're ready, go get the bulletin and read. Stepping out of your comfort zone. I told you what I went through that day. The AC was on, but I was boiling. I was hot because I was panicking and all that. I was out of my comfort zone. Why would he ask me to do this? I'm not ready and all of that. So sometimes you may have to come out of your comfort zone. Purpose often lies beyond our familiar routine. That it stretches you beyond your comfort zone. Trying new activities, volunteering, or exploring new subjects can open us to a new perspective and new experience. That brought about new experience. And when I embraced that at that time, even though I thought I was young, who's seen what in me and all of that, even opened other doors onto me. In fact, guys, if you want, if you must know, I was even invited to come and be a model. But when I saw the lifestyle, I'm like, no, this is not for me. I'm not ready to expose my body anyhow. No, I needed to say no. I know I had gifts and all of that, but I needed to be, focused. Because by the time you're telling me you have to wear this bikini, you have to do this, they were asking what size, up, down. I'm like, I don't think this is for me. In as much as you might think I've got the gift, I've got what it takes. No. So you need to know your purpose. Otherwise, these distractions will take your time, your energy, and all of that. So try new things, but know your limits. Know what is good for you, please. So when we step outside of our comfort zone, we're most likely to discover things about ourselves we didn't know. And I discovered a lot of opportunities came, and I was able to say, no, I don't want this. Yes, I think this is for me. No, because I would pray about it. Once I don't feel that easiness within me, I don't go for it, because I love my peace of mind, to be honest with you guys. Don Rico, I see you. Henry Madu, thanks for joining. So I know I've really shot over time today, but I want to finish this because it's a thing I really want us to focus more about. Is the whole of our essence, guys. So let's talk about living in alignment with your purpose. Living in alignment with your purpose. Once you have a sense of what your purpose might be, how do you go about living it? I'm going to give us some strategies, not all, but at least few. So setting purpose-driven goals. Purpose without action can feel abstract. It might still feel like a dream. It might feel like, oh, you know, one day you get there. No. Put action in place. Put action in place. And I tell you, like I said earlier, for those who were here earlier, when I used to sit down in front of the TV and look at the newscasters and all, I just thought, wow, I would love to do this. But when I got to secondary school, there was this thing, the radio station came to my school looking for talents, people who can write articles and stuff and will present it. And my school said I always go to represent my school in the debating and all of that. So I was number one on their list. The school put my name forward, guys. They put my name forward. I didn't have a clue. So opportunity came and met what was there, because it was my purpose. It was destined for me. There was no mistake about it. Why me? Why would the school give my name? Why that? But everything had been planned by God, really, and fallen in place. Even when I was so naive about certain things, or when I didn't have knowledge about certain things, those opportunities would come. And I feel like, oh my God, I can do this. I will try this. This looks good, you know? And some are like, no, I don't want this or what. So it is good. It is good. Setting purpose-driven goals. And then after a while, of course, I started setting goals. If I could achieve this and do this, maybe I can actually do this. Maybe I can do that. You know, so I started setting little goals for myself. I'm not saying I'm perfect, guys, but just to let you know that these things don't come that simple. Test and trial and error, all of that. You were sensitive to your spirit. Yes, now I was. Because I gave my life as a teenager. I was 13 going 14 when I became a Christian. So I was particular about what I did with my life. You know, back in the days when I had questions as a young believer, and when we read the word, the ways of God, those things were embedded in my spirit. So I was conscious. Despite the fact that I wanted to live life and do this, I was mindful. Because one wrong mistake, hey, can mess up the whole life thing. So I'm so grateful to those people. In fact, I could begin to mention names now. Some of them I'm still in touch with. Some of them have even formed a group, you know, alumni group, and we chat from time to time. These people made me who I am today. And this is not, I mean, let me just say, I'm just barely scratching on the surface, because I feel there's much more God would have me do. And likewise for yourself as well. Don't feel, oh, I've written 3 books, I've achieved. No. Because I remember the dream I even had about this book writing as well. I shared it in the book, so you get a copy. I'm not going to tell you. If you want to know, get a copy of Understanding Your Destiny by Ajayi-Daniels. And that's, you can imagine the kind of title books God is giving me to produce out there, to help people out there to understand their passion, their purpose, understand their destiny, so you don't waste time with distractions and flimsy things that doesn't benefit you in whatever way. So let's be focused, guys. Let's be focused. So set goals that are aligned with your purpose, whether it's in your career, your personal life, or your relationship. These goals give you a roadmap for incorporating your purpose into your daily life. Like I said, I know I'm a child of God. I cannot just get involved with everything because they feel you can do everything. Everything is not for you. When you have a purpose, it helps you put stuff away. No, this one, it doesn't align with my purpose. This one aligns. I'm going to embrace it. This one, I'm not too sure. I leave it for now. So you need to be careful. Yeah, you need to be careful, guys, what you allow into your life. So be mindful of what you incorporate into your daily life as well. It's very important. Again, building habits that reflect your purpose. Daily habits are the building blocks of purpose-driven living. If your purpose involves helping others, you might make a habit of small acts of kindness. If it involves creativity, create a routine around your creative work. I remembered, I was saying to a friend, I had to do Thanksgiving. I said at the beginning of the year when I was praying, God, what would you have me do this year? I don't know. He said, my giftings, all my gifts and talent, this year I'm going to use it in a big way. I'm like, okay, God. So I wrote them. There's some that I don't even know I have yet that is going to, unravel for me this year. And guys, every single one, plus one extra even, I'm still in awe. So you can achieve if you put your mind to it, guys. You have to be intentional especially when you know. You have to be intentional. So if it's being creative, what is the creative part of you that God wants you to build, or that you need to build to help yourself to fulfill purpose and contribute to the world at large? Body for real, I see you. Thanks for joining. So if it involves creativity, like I said, create a routine around your creative work. Consistent habits reinforce and strengthen your sense of purpose. So you have to be a consistent person. You cannot just do as you please. You have to be focused. Like I said, you have to be resilient, because things will come to challenge you. Big me, I see you. Big me. What a name. I like that. And again, remember, I'm talking about living in alignment with our purpose. Again, cultivating resilience. You know, living with purpose doesn't mean life will be free of challenges. Like I said, a lot will come. I don't want to begin to tell you the challenges I faced whilst doing all of that, you know. So purpose often pushes us into situations that would test us. I was tested and I thought I was going to fail woefully, but because that thing was just there, it was there, naturally it was there. I even wanted to fail, but failure refused to come, so to say. So you can imagine. Cultivate resilience by developing skills for managing stress, because stress might come along with it as well. Maintaining a positive outlook and learning from setbacks. You may have one or two setbacks here and there. Does not mean that's the end of your purpose. You cannot achieve it again. No. It's part of the journey. Like I said, it's a journey. It's not a place you've arrived at. So it's a journey. When your actions are grounded in purpose, these challenges become opportunities for growth. Okay, so don't think, oh, challenges of life is always bad. No, sometimes it's there for us to have an opportunity to grow, to be more mature, to be more experienced. So don't take it for granted at all. Again, surrounding yourself with supportive people. Boy, oh boy, did I have that. As a young child, I would have been lost in the world. And I mean, was in my first book I shared, probably the second, I'm not sure. I shared in my first book, Within a Twinkle of an Eye, I actually became a Christian in a radio station. So you can imagine everything aligned. I was in that radio station when this brother said, do you know Jesus? Da, da, da. And right there I said, okay, I give my life to you, Lord Jesus. So I didn't give my life in a church. And I'm still stronger, 33 years on. I'm still a Christian. And I'm grateful to God for that day. I would never trade it for another thing. The people around me, they were so supportive. They were so encouraging. They were the best. They were like my second family, guys. Honestly, I could cry to them. I could share with them. They were so super supportive. Guys, you know yourself. Even if you're not here, God knows where you are. And God bless you for me. Thank you for being there for me all those years as a young teenager who was facing challenges of life you guys do not want to know. Surround yourself with people who support and encourage your purpose. It's very crucial. When you notice somebody, you're trying to do something, they're discouraging you, just let them go, because you don't need them. Otherwise, you lose focus. So this community of people can help keep you grounded, motivated, and accountable as well. You know, they were the ones that would say, when I write some scripts, sometimes maybe I have a lot on my mind, I'll just write some script to let them just leave me alone. And I'll write the script, and my producer will come and say, for me, you've written better. What's going on with you? I don't think you're yourself. Is anything the matter? And sometimes I don't want to talk. They're like, I can tell. You know, you have this bright face. Once you're like that, they know. So they would dig and probe and wanting to know. And then by the time I just start crying, you know, teenager, no. They say, oh, calm down. You know, sometimes they pray with me, they encourage me, and then I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna write that script again. I'll go back in and I'll bring a better script. I'll be like, yes, I know you have it in you. So imagine I don't have such people around. Everything would have just died down, so to say. So please be careful with the people you surround yourself with. You need that community of people who support and encourage your purpose, and it's very important we have them in our lives. You can identify them yourself. Again, the last bit I'm going to mention to this segment is staying open to evolution. Guys, I opened TikTok 3 years ago or thereabout. It was once in a while I just remember, oh, I think I have a TikTok. I just put one post there, you know. And then when I met Mrs. Williams and I saw the way this woman was, I said, hey, I was going to start a new program. I thought it was going to be a podcast. I didn't know it was going to be insight on this TikTok. You and I are looking at each other right now. Mrs. Williams, God bless you for me. And I'm not just saying this, I'm telling you the truth. And then she said, oh, you can do this. You can do that. I said, hey, I never thought of it. I'm always just putting on Facebook or YouTube. You know, there was this worship with FunmiRoyal I had some years back. I was just putting on YouTube. TikTok was there, but I was not this active at all. And then she came and ignited the TikToker in me. Oh my goodness, this is where I am today with you, Lord, inside. And she just popped in. I hope she's gonna come back. Oh, she's even there. Mrs. Williams, this is what you have done to me. So I'm just grateful to God that, you know, as I journey to that place of purpose, God brings this good people my way to help me, especially when I'm struggling, feeling, and I'm talking about staying open to evolution now. Before, I used to think TikTok is for teenagers, it's for young people. I'm like, oh, I swallowed my word. And I'm like, actually, I could do something here on TikTok. I could be more active here. I could do my life here. I could. There we are. And I said to her, Mrs. Williams, I'm going to pray about it. What will God have me do exactly? Because this TikTok now, you know, it's not like I was just opening the account. It's always been there, but dormant kind of. And then insight came, and all of that. Here I am today. So please, don't let that thing just die in your dream. Just be dreaming. Bring it to reality. TJ, I see you. You're welcome. God bless you. Olu Olayem, I see you. Thanks for joining. So be open to evolution. Imagine me say TikTok, me, nada. Now here I am. Purpose is not always static, okay? It can change and grow as we do. And I'm the better for it. Like every week I had to prepare my talk and all. I'm so excited. And guess what, guys? Like I was saying to one or two people who wanted to give me some topics, I said, give me, maybe in the new year I might. When I sat down and I was reflecting, God just said, oh yeah, each day put this title. So all this title I'm treating, it's been written since February of this year. Was it February or January? I can't even remember. I have the dates in the book. So I just pick what date is coming. I just pick the, oh, this is the topic. Even me, it's not that I kept it up here, but I've written them that a whole year's topic. I'm like, God, you're good. So it's not that I say, hey, next week, what am I going to talk about? Oh, I don't know, guys, no. All I do is, what's the next topic? Oh, that's the topic. And then I start, you know, putting things together and all of that. So you can imagine how other things will evolve as you put in that little effort. So stay open to possibility that your purpose may evolve over time. What feels meaningful at one stage of life may shift as you encounter new experiences. Like I say, I'll do a recording and put it on YouTube. Now I go live on TikTok. That is evolution for me. You may not see that, but I see it as that. So embrace these changes with curiosity and trust that each phase of your journey has something valuable to offer you. Guys, like I said, I'm taking long talking about this topic today because I'm passionate about it. I am really passionate about it, and I want us to understand. I need us to understand, grab it, because all these experiences I'm sharing with you is something you ought to go through yourself. Are you in that mindset is the first thing. Are you in that mindset? Oh, for me, you're telling us all these beautiful stories about you. Guys, I felt lost at some point. I felt like life was just on hold at some point. So I can't begin to tell you the other side of it as well. It's not just the good side. There were other sides of it as well. But I want to focus more on you understanding your purpose. Know that those passions have been given to you for a purpose. So let's do more of the positive today. Again, overcoming common challenges in finding purpose growth. He said, thank you for that. Fear of failure and judgment. Fear of failure and judgment. Look, if you keep hearing, oh, you're good for nothing, oh, you can't do this, you yourself, you've told yourself, just give up on life. What are you living for, so to say? So sometimes fear holds us back from pursuing our purpose. fear of the unknown. Will it turn out good? Will it not turn out good? Imagine when they gave me the script to go and read the news live. I'm like, I'm not ready. I'm gonna mess up. I've considered myself a failure already, and it's not like something strange out of the ordinary they're just asking me to do. I bet if they didn't see that gift or talent in there, they wouldn't give me the bulletin to go and read the news, guys. So always have some sort of belief in yourself as well. We might worry about failing or about what others will think, but remember, pursuing purpose isn't about perfection. It's not about perfection at all. It's about growth. Thank you now for even putting that ahead of time. It's about growth. It's about growth. If you want to grow, people would tell you you're a failure. They will judge you. They would all of that. But you need to be focused. You need to be resilient. You need to know what you're doing. Otherwise, you just give up on yourself before you even got started. So accept that there may be bumps along the way, and that each step forward, even if imperfect, is progress. It is progress, I'm telling you. Don't look down on your mistakes. Those are things you have to go through along the way to get to that place you're going. Again, external expectations. So society, family, or friends may have expectations that don't align with our true purpose. Guys, I want to be real with you, because if I don't share, you might think, oh, Funmi's got it all together. No. I remembered when I started going to the radio to do we call it debate, society day in my school back then. So society day, I think it was a Wednesday. I would go for this program on radio called the Younger Generations Club, because it was for the young people. I'm saying this because it came to mind as I read external expectation. It was me just going to secondary school, going to school, coming back home, going to school. And then on Wednesday after school, we'll go for this club in the radio station, and then we'll go home from there. And my father never knew about it. I never told him because I just felt it's part of the school curriculum or whatever. So the day he was turning the radio, and some of the things I'd recorded, I think they played it on Sunday afternoon or something. And then he was just listening to the radio, and then they just said, oh, Theater on the Air, I think it was on Sunday. They said, this playlist was written by Funmi Adesoya. My father went, is that my daughter, Kadibi? This man summoned me. He said he was just turning the radio. He heard my name. Is that me? My heart started pounding. I said, hey, but it's a good thing. Is it not a good thing? This man should be proud. No. He said, is that what I sent you to school to go and do? When he flipped, I thought I'd killed somebody, guys. When he flipped, said, you young girl going to radio station. You don't know those who work in radio station. They are da. He went on and on. Guys, I thought I was going to die that day. That was my own father as well. He was like, no child of his will work on a radio or media or or this, that. I was so scared. Say, if I hear you go to that school, and then after school, you go to that radio station, I'm going to disown you. I thought it was a joke, guys. So those were part of the hurdles. I had to share that to keep it real, to balance things for you, to let you know that sometimes even opposition will come from people of your own tribe. Let me put it that way. I'm talking about external expectation, but even the internal one, it gets as to be, pardon my language. My father would not have it. I was so scared. So the Wednesday after, everybody was going. They're like, Funmi, let's go to radio. I said, if my father hears, that will be the end of me coming to school altogether. They're like, no, you should tell him. He should be proud. I said, this man, and soldier go, soldier come. Those kind of fathers, when they say no, they mean no. And for some time, I had to stay away. And then, guys, they would tell my colleagues, when they go to radio, they say, where's Funmi? They say, Funmi's dad said she shouldn't come again. No. They say, seriously? Then I said, what can we do? Then I told those ones to tell me, because then there wasn't mobile phone as such, that they should tell me to write an article. They'll give me a topic that I should write an article. Somebody else will present it. So I started doing that. And then that was their way of helping me to still harness the gifts. So when I write that, and somebody else will present it, and they will now say, script written by Funmi Adesoya, read by so person. So my father will always go back to that radio to hear whether they will call my name again. Guys, it wasn't funny. And then when he would hear my name again, written by, I now will have to defend myself. I said, Dad, I only wrote it and I gave it to them. I didn't go there because I didn't want to be disobedient. I said, I just wrote it. So it's like, he was just looking at me. It's like, this girl thinks she's smart or what. So at that, obviously, after I wasn't going there, I was just writing scripts and sending it. I didn't give up on myself because this was what I was good at, guys. And if your own father is against you, it's like, oh, just give up already. So to let you know that it's not always a bed of roses. If my father didn't support me, it's like, who else will support me? But I thank God for the wisdom. That's why I said I had people surrounding me who were truly, truly good supporters. They were good encouragers. So that was what I did for a while. I started writing and putting my name, writing drama, putting my name. Somebody else would do it, but they would still give me the credits and things like that. Then I was 18, young adult. I could go somewhere, what. So at some point, he could not, hold me down not to do this. He said, no child of mine, especially a daughter, will do media. Media people are this, they are wayward, they are da. I said, I'm a born-again Christian. That aspect, forget it if that's your worry. So what am I trying to say? Society, families, or friends may have expectations that don't align with your true purpose. Guys, if I'd given up then, because of that opposition from my own father, I don't know where I would be. So navigating these expectations can be challenging. It was challenging. Thank God for those people who thought of another way to still help me harness my gifts. So it requires courage to honor your own path, guys, even when it might not make sense to others. All the things I do is media. I am media myself. Sometimes I wish I could ask my father, he's still okay, but he's old and frail and all of that. See me, this media girl, you said no media. If you do media, I will disown you, kind of a thing, When I said I wanted to go and do mass comm in Unilag, hey, mass comm, no, accountancy, medicine, otherwise I will not send you to school. Guys, that's another story for another day. Just to let you know that it's not going to be a bed of roses, but you have to be resilient. Big things only, I see you. Then again, uncertainty. It's common to feel unsure about your purpose, especially if it's emerging. It's still emerging. You don't know what direction it's going to go. You don't know how big it's going to be and all of that. Be patient with yourself. Purpose, like I said, is a journey, and clarity often comes gradually. The moment you pick one or two things, you're, toying with it, you just find out that, oh my God, this as well. Before you know, you're growing. Before you know, you're aligned to that thing, to that purpose and all. So don't give up. It's a journey. It's not something you just arrive at and okay, that's it. No. Trust that each step forward is bringing you closer to your unique path. Your path is different from my path. My path is different to yours, but you need to discover yours. I need to discover mine. If I give up along the way, nobody's going to come and live my life for me, guys. Nobody's coming to fulfill my purpose for me. Fine, if something happens, I go, God might raise somebody else to fulfill certain purpose, but it cannot be like the one he's giving me or giving you. Yes, Apostle, small steps. Don't despise the days of little beginnings, as they say. Trust each step is a step forward in bringing you closer to that unique path. Because it's a journey, like I said, sometimes you may get to a path that seems so narrow and it seems so high and all of that. But if you don't give up, you will go through. Don't give up, because you're going to go through that. Learn, have experience, be more matured, you grow, and then you find yourself, oh my God, another higher level. And then it's more or less the same thing again until you are so sure anybody cannot take that purpose away from you. You know what God has created you to do. You know what you're meant to do. As you're living life, changing jobs and all of that, you're still focused. Nobody can take that away from you except you let them. So I'm rounding up, guys. I know I've taken a bit of time today, but like I say, it's a topic I'm really passionate about. And when I talk about this, I can go on for days, I'm telling you, because I know I'm sharing with you. I know what these things, when people don't find their purpose, they just live life anyhow. But when you find your purpose, you know you are focused. I'm telling you, it has helped me in life to get to where I am. So far, so good today by the grace of God. So when we live in alignment with our purpose, it transforms how we approach our lives. Purpose gives depth to our experiences and allow us to live fully with intention and joy. You can see there is no dull moment with FunmiRoyals. I'm sure somebody right there can testify to that. And it enables us to make positive impact on the people and the world around us, adding a profound sense of fulfillment to our days. Imagine the opposition I faced with my father, and then all of a sudden, when I came out of the environment, I just found out that some other young people, oh, crying, oh, this and that. I'll just be laughing. I'm like, I'm still young myself, but I've been through this. I didn't give up. And I start telling them, you know what? It's not the end of you. Even if your folks are not supportive, you will pray, you will do this, da, da, da. I don't know where that came from. And I didn't know I was building confidence in talking to people, encouraging people. Guys, I'm a counselor today as well. So you can, if I tell you every gift, everything that I've discovered about me, I have used them to help humanity. And it's part of what I'm even doing here on TikTok as well. So don't look down on yourself. Nothing really is a waste. Nothing really is a waste where you are concerned. Know that it enables us to make a positive impact on the people around us, the world around us, to ourselves, adding a profound sense of fulfillment to our days. Sometimes I sit down, I say, wow, I've done this, I've done that, I've imagined this, I've dreamt that, and I've actually done this. I'm like, God, you feel the sense of fulfillment, even though it's not over till it's over, guys. So living with purpose is not about grand gestures or world-changing acts. Often it's found in the simple choices we make each day. How we show up for ourselves and others, how we use our time, and how we pursue our passion. It's about using our unique gifts to contribute, connect, and create a life of meaning. So it's not really, for me, this is me. Not that I don't like money, but I don't love it. I like it to do what I need to do and get it over with. Guys, I want to be fulfilled. Some people don't feel fulfilled because they don't have money in their pocket. That should not be. Your life's fulfillment should not be about the pound in your account, the dollar in your account. No, there's more to life than that. I can say that. So my closing thought is, as we reflect on our purpose, let's remember that it is a journey. I cannot overemphasize it. It is a journey, not a destination. It is a continuous process of discovering who we are, what we value, and how we want to contribute to ourselves and the world at large. I would just say I encourage each of us to embrace our journey with curiosity, with courage, and with compassion. And I just want to say big thank you guys for listening to me. Today is the longest talk I've ever had to talk, but I guess I had to go there. I just want to say thank you, and my prayer is that each one of us will find and live our unique purpose in life. And guys, one question I have for us today, just the one, is, can we feel fulfilled without knowing our purpose in life? Can we feel fulfilled without knowing our purpose in life? Thank you. Bringing hope and make you feel alright. Rainbow. Thank you. The promise, the future, and life. Let the light that's within me shine to the whole world, whole world. Light. Wow, I needed to breathe, guys. Thank you so much for joining. Love of good things. I see you now, Coco. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me see. You know what I discovered the other day when I couldn't see what everybody was writing? I don't know what happened. TikTok shifted something such that when okay, let me see my sound effect. Let me see whether it's going to work today. Yeah, and it's okay today for whatever reason. Well, at least I've not brought other boxes. So let's hope that I'll still be able to see our comments. So that is my talk for today. And like I said, we can start off with the question, can we feel fulfilled without knowing our purpose in life? That is my question to us out there. We can start with that. Or please, I really want to hear from you. At least you've heard me rambling, well, talking for the last hour or thereabout. What is your take about this? Your passion. What is your take about it? So I'm going to come to lover of good things first. Good afternoon. Is it? Yeah, I think it will be afternoon where you are. Good afternoon, sir. I hope you are good. And I hope you can speak act as well. Yay, I hope so. Lover of good things. Good afternoon. I am with you since. I know I see you.
Good afternoon.
Well done, sir. How
How
are
are
you?
you?
Happy Monday to you.
I wish you same.
Thank you, sir.
And how was your weekend?
Oh, I had a lazy Saturday. I always like a lazy Saturday. I've not had one in ages. So it was good. It was very good. And church, you know. And then, yeah, it was good weekend. I hope yours was good as well.
Sure.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah. Uh, purpose.
Mm,
Purpose is a good thing.
yeah.
If you can, anybody who can discover his own purpose or her own purpose will be fulfilled in life.
Mm,
Will be fulfilled. You know why you are here, uh, where you are going, and why and what you are supposed to do to be fulfilled.
yeah.
Mine, I discovered that I love writing and
Okay.
I love helping people.
Okay.
Those two things, nobody can take it away from me. I love writing and I love
Amen to that.
helping people. When I see smile on people's face, I'm happy.
Hmm. That's good to hear. Good to hear.
Yeah.
So, what's your take? Do you feel that one can feel fulfilled if you don't know your purpose in life?
No, there's no way you can feel fulfilled if you don't know your purpose in life. How can you be fulfilled? You suppose you if you don't know it, find it out, and nothing is too late.
Yeah.
Nothing. There was one man here in America. He started his business at the age of 65, and it's all over the world today. KFC.
Oh, KFC.
It's
Oh,
all over the world.
oh,
Yeah, he
oh, wow.
started.
Hmm.
He started at the age of 65. It's all over the world today. Though
Respect.
the man is no more, but
Yeah.
nothing is too late. Nothing is too
Oh,
late. Don't let anybody deceive you that maybe you are this, you are that. Where will you start now? Cannot fit in. That's all. It's a lie.
mm,
It's a lie. You can
yeah,
start anytime and still get to your destination.
yeah, yeah. I concur. Yes. So, are you done talking, sir?
Yeah, that's what I want to say.
Okay. All right.
I've
Thank.
discovered my own purpose in life. I've told you I have two things
Yes, you said.
that when I'm doing them, I'm so happy. When I'm writing, it flows, and
Wow.
when I help people, I'm happy too. So I want to be like you. Now I'm trying to write a book. All
Woo!
my writing,
Yay! I can't
I want
wait,
to write a
sir.
book very soon.
You put it out
Okay,
there, so
very
I will
soon.
be
You
on
will
your
let
case, sir.
Okay, I will let you know when it is time.
Guess what, guys? I should say this. I posted Lover of Good Things because I posted his books to him and he got them on Saturday. Yay! 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 Yay!
Yes, I started reading it,
Okay.
and thank you for writing that book. Thank
Oh,
you.
you're welcome,
I
sir.
like I always tell you, there is success in your DNA.
Amen.
Continue doing more research. Continue writing, continue writing,
I will.
continue doing it.
I will, guy. I will. Thank you so much for the encouragement, sir. And guys, in case you don't know, you remember Fumi as a teenager radio station? This man, amazing man, lover of good things, he knew me then. He was one of my ogas. Wow. In fact, sharing those stories again, oh my goodness. I was just seeing your face, especially when you were typing. I say, see, it's one of them. It was such people like him who held my hands up that they didn't give up on me. So thank you, sir, so much. After all those years, you're still here supporting me on my page and on my channels and all of that. God bless you, sir. God bless you, sir. Thank
The
you.
world is a small place.
I
And you
know.
see, we still connect after so many years.
Goodness,
We still
Lord.
connect,
Wow, wow, wow.
even though there is a distance. But
I know.
distance doesn't mean nothing.
At all, at all. And we've even come back stronger, closer, better than before. Thank you
Yes.
so much, sir. Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you. So I'm going to come to Na. I'm going to come to you now. I don't know what your take is about this. So maybe when I come to you, then from there, you will have to bring other people to talk because I'm trying to get used to using a moderator so that I won't be the only one talking all the time. Thank you now for accepting to be my newest moderator.
Well, good evening, everyone. Yes, yes. I mean, you've given us a very comprehensive outline and good content covering from what we need to do. So it's very. I feel like there's not really much to say, but from the question that you raised about
Being
um
fulfilled without
yeah,
knowing your purpose, yeah.
no, you can't. It's this as a, if you think about it, all creation has a purpose. I
Mm,
have a pen in my hand.
mm.
There's a purpose for that pen.
Yeah.
If that pen does not write, it's not able to write anymore. What happens? It goes in the bin because it's no longer for its purpose. So purpose is, even as human beings, it's more complex for us because we evolve of that higher intelligence and stuff. Discovering your purpose is not as simple as someone telling you, well, this is what your job is, go do it, or this is what God created you for. You have to actually find it. And for me, it's something that starts within yourself when you start asking yourself, why am I here? What is my life meant to be?
Yeah.
And usually you get inspired by other people who have lived purposeful life.
Mm-hmm.
You see something that will make you start questioning those things.
Yeah.
And once you start doing that self-discovery, that self-awareness, and asking those questions about yourself,
Mm-hmm.
then you start thinking, okay, so how do I discover what my purpose is like?
Yeah.
And like, I love what you said about purpose. It's like it's something that people start seeing. It's something you have in you, but you also need people to recognize that,
Yeah.
because I think my journey's been the same. I had needed people to kind of recognize that potential in me, that I have it, and kind of push me, because sometimes when you do something so easy, it's just you just think that's just me. It's like, it's me.
I know. Yeah.
I like talking, I like writing, I like being creative. That's just me. There's
Wow.
nothing special. But like you said, it's in you. And when people start saying, oh, I see that in you. Oh, maybe you should do this. And I love that bit you talked about when you were pushed, because it always happens. Anyone who's gone through this journey will feel there's a point where you get pushed, and it was
Yeah.
very uncomfortable.
Oh my goodness. Don't even remind me.
Yes, it's very uncomfortable, but yet you did not run away,
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
because something in you also knew that that was the time, and you had in you. You just needed to just hold on.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to encourage people that when that opportunity comes for you to
Yeah.
step into it, embrace the fear, embrace the anxiety, use it as your fuel.
Yeah.
And I love the way you said, because I was waiting for that. I knew it was gonna happen when you finished. You thought, oh my god, I did such an awful thing, but everybody was so proud of you because they just thought, oh wow, look at her,
I know.
look at her.
I'm like, it can't be me they're clapping for. No way. But yeah.
And that's what happens. And then once you start doing that, it's like the atmosphere, God himself starts putting things in your way. Like you were saying, it just can't, it kind of like the atmosphere starts, you start walking in it and things come to you. And I love the bit you talked also about, um knowing, because you're so rooted in God, and you had that sense of identity, and that's very important, knowing who you are.
Key thing.
Because when you're walking your purpose, there's going to be things that are going to come to distract you. Regardless, they're going to come because nobody is finding your purpose is not an easy thing, and walking in is not an easy thing. So there'll be things that are going to come and test you. But when you know who you are and you're rooted in those things, you're able to make wise decisions that will keep you going. The other thing I would say to people is when there will be obstacles, because like you said, when you know in yourself, it takes time for you to know. Once you recognize it, you're trying to walk in it. But then you then have to kind of prove it to other people. And it's hard to do that when you've not seen the full puzzle.
Yeah, it's hard.
Because
when you discover,
because when you discover your purpose, God doesn't tell you necessarily, oh, this is where you're gonna get. Like you said, it's a journey. It's not a destination. So if you had a picture of this destination, you could say, okay, well, I've reached there now. But it's not. You have to walk in it. So it's like, how do you get there? And as you're getting there, your people around you sometimes when you start are not the right people because they don't see it. They see you as the person they knew before them, before those things starts coming out, and they're gonna resist. It's not like they're doing intentionally. It's just because they haven't seen that growth in you. They haven't seen your potential. So sometimes, like, you have to use wisdom to know who you need to avoid. The people that, you have to try and pray to God. I always believe in that. Pray to God to bring people to you and be patient. Because sometimes in that waiting season of being patient, God is still talking to you. You're still crafting. For me, my journey, I had to go to a mentor, a coach, and sit down. And that's another thing that's important. Go to someone. Sit down with someone and actually get the support you need to know where you're going to. Because sometimes you can recognize it is in you, but you still need someone to hold your hands on this journey. And having that support is very important.
There is no crime in doing that either. Please, there is no crime in doing that. So
no, there's no crime. It's gonna help you. And once you have that, then you can then start. Maybe there's through talking. Somebody said to me, okay, you're interested in doing this thing, maybe go and volunteer. And I thought, okay, I can do that. And then I started volunteering. And after a while, that volunteer thing changed. And I thought, oh, why? I was really looking forward to growing. And then I had to step back and think, what, actually I have learned what I was sent there to do. Because sometimes when the door closes, because we think, oh, I'm going to be there for long, I want to learn this, I want to learn that, I want to learn this. But sometimes the door can close on you and you think, oh, and then you start withdrawing back. But you shouldn't. Because sometimes you've learned what you need to do. It's time for you to move on. If you stay there, you're not going to keep walking in your purpose because you're going to start thinking your purpose is achieved. But you need to keep going because the purpose is a life journey. There's so many versions of it, so many different stages of growth. Like you said, you started out, doing the radio thing, then it grew and grew, and now you're writing, and you could be writing scripts and movies. Christian, the potential is out there.
I'm telling you.
Yes.
Now, have you watched my movie? Well, not my movie. I featured it.
Not yet, but I will.
Go and watch it. We'll see on YouTube. It's on YouTube.
Yes, I will watch it. Yeah. So I believe that as a human being, we all need to take that time out to find out what our purpose. I mean, I know what my purpose is. It's like the Level of Good Things said. For me, is caring, and I have this creative purpose with words. And sometimes I'm lying in bed and I wish I could have a tape player in my head that could just, while I'm sleeping and dreaming all these things, could be typing these things for me. I can't type quickly enough, and I wake up and sometimes
have a journal.
I do. Oh, I mean, if I don't even know what volume. I might be on 100 volumes by now. I'm always constantly writing
all over
everywhere.
the place. Trust me.
And
Oh my God.
this is the thing. It's all over the place. And it's that, but it's the preparation. Don't hate that time. That time for preparation is needed, is necessary. You need to have that time to grow, because as much as you want to help others, because the thing is, your purpose is not just for you. Your purpose is actually for the world.
Yes.
We're talking about that cup runneth over thing where you get filled and then it goes out. That is what it is. So for the cup to get filled, that's your preparation time. When you're getting filled is your preparation time. And then once it starts running over, there's no stopping. Because once it's overflowing, it's overflowing.
It is.
And you can't hide. You can't hide. Everyone will know. Because, God doesn't do things in small. He does it in, big. So, no, definitely, as a human being, there's no way you can live this life and not. You feel empty. You feel empty.
That's the
I mean,
thing. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, you're into counseling and stuff. Like, you think about Maslow hierarchy of needs. It's up there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Once you figure out your physical and those basic stuff, there's a bigger purpose. After that, you start questioning yourself. I mean, what am I here? What am I doing? What is it that I need to be doing? And sometimes, like, I love what you said also. Like, these things are small. I don't want people to think your purpose has to be some great thing that maybe you're on TV or the world
Oh
leader
no,
or this thing.
really?
Sometimes it's the smallest little thing. And me, my purpose, I serve it in everywhere I go. Everywhere I go, I give that. I give that because I live in my purpose every daily. I
Mm-hmm.
could be outside and someone is crying on the bus or is looking this thing. I will stop and sit down and ask them, "Are you okay?" Sometimes my kids don't like it because they're like, "Mom, come on, we're supposed to be going." I'm
I
like,
know.
"No, but
This
I
is
can't.
like you're
That's
not
just
at
me."
work. You're not at work, or you're not. I'll be like, oh, boy, yeah, I know.
Yeah, you have to stop because it's in you. That's you.
Yeah.
You stop and at least if the person doesn't want to talk or this thing, you just at least you've tried.
Yeah.
Because it's in you and you feel uncomfortable if you don't respond to the call. And that's what it is. That purpose is deep within you. You can't even ignore it. You can't ignore it. You can't ignore it.
Yeah.
So yeah. Yeah.
Thank you. So I guess you're gonna
Okay.
invite the other people as well. So
Yes.
thank
So I
you.
don't know who came up next though.
The
Was
person
it?
above you, because I don't know if it's
Okay, done it that way. Okay. Is it double? Because all I can see is double.
double Z is all I can see as
Oh,
well.
that's all. Okay, that's what you can see. Okay, hi, Double Z. Are you free to talk?
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you? What?
We are good, thank you. I hope you're good as well.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm very well. I'm very well. Thank you for asking.
Yes. Were you here
Um,
when we started talking about your purpose?
yes, so I didn't get to hear the introduction, but I only joined in when lover of God, you say, was to,
Okay.
yeah, that was when I joined because I was live as well just before,
Oh, you missed the
yeah,
whole
before,
1 hour talk. My goodness.
Oh, I don't know.
yeah,
Let's summarize that.
yeah. I was on for about 2 hours as well.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe if do you come on every Mondays as well?
So what I'm doing this week is something I've never done before.
Oh,
So
okay.
I actually started yesterday.
Oh,
So
wow.
because
Welcome. Congratulations. Wait.
thank you. No, obviously I've been coming live. I've been coming live, but this particular week I said because I've been talking to a lot of people actually, and I realized people do have like past traumas, those traumas that's never healed. So I realized that I've been talking a lot about it lately with people. So what I did was I thought I was gonna do like a 5 days thing.
Hmm.
So starting from sort of 7 p.m. UK time, 8 p.m. Nigeria time for at least 2 hours,
Okay.
so that people can come in, share their experience, talk about whatever it is they've been through.
Are you a counselor?
Yes, I am.
Okay, well done. Then well
Yeah.
done to you.
Thank you. So I think it's something that I didn't think I'll be able to do like in a public space like being on TikTok and stuff and talking like that to people. But I feel like there are a lot of people out there who really need help, who really need to be heard.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have a platform. Especially like back home in Nigeria, for instance,
Okay.
they don't have platform to come out to talk. So I thought it would be nice to just have a platform where people can just come and openly express themselves without being judged,
Yeah.
and get the support they need.
Unconditional positive regard. You have to give it
Yeah.
to everyone. Yes.
Yes, I thought I'll just do it for straight 5 days. So I started yesterday. Tonight was another one. I know the thing is because every single time you're having like different set of people. So it's like you're sort of repeating similar information on a daily basis. But my aim, I like what you're saying today. The purpose, is to be able to help people, even if it's one or two.
Yeah.
If you could make that positive impact in their lives, I'm sure they then go on to spread that as well.
Exactly. That
Yeah,
is the whole
You
idea
know,
of life. I'm
that's
telling
it.
you.
yes, yeah.
Oh,
So they go on to spread it as well, and so I would link that trauma to this purpose thing, just for the sake of this conversation. So one thing I was saying is, trauma, if it's left unhealed, it tends to affect people around us.
yeah.
Be it you're going to a relationship, be it career, be it social life,
You're
it just
welcome.
passes on.
Mm-hmm.
So, and the thing is, I'll be like, okay, try as much as possible to seek help. It's okay to have scar,
Yeah.
but it's okay to be healed. It's better to be healed because it could hinder your progress. So if that is left unhealed, then that purpose you are talking about now
Mm-hmm.
probably could be hindered as well. So because we've boxed ourselves into this past trauma thing,
Mm-hmm.
and we can't move forward.
Mm-hmm.
We can't move forward. So that purpose in life, how do we then achieve it? It requires we constantly working, constantly doing our best. Like now Coco said, there's so many times I'm lying in bed and so many things come into my head. You want to note them down, but there's too much information to note down, But sometimes I'll just pick up my phone, trying to like
I was gonna say use
set
your voice note.
voice note and stuff, or sometimes I just pen it down like a summary of whatever it is, and hopefully I could pick it up. So, we've got that, and there's so much more to be achieved. Like, I heard a bit of your story as well, and see how far you've come, and you've just kept going like that,
Mm-hmm.
you know. If you don't have a purpose, probably by now you would have probably tired out.
Yeah.
You see, you would have probably tired out. So that's why I require constant working. So oftentimes we might, it might not be, we might not find that purpose quickly. Let me put it that way, But like Coco said, we just have to open up our hearts to God and say, God, this is, lead me or show me the way. Or even if you have idea, you don't know how to go about it, just seek
Yeah.
for help.
You're welcome.
Just seek for help. Just seek for help so that you can, head in the right direction. Oftentimes I always say to people like, oh no, I can't do the TikTok thing, it's not for me, it's not this, it's not that.
You and I,
But I
Abby.
see people, I'm telling you, often, you know what? It took me a while for me to be like, okay, let me give you a go. Let me give you a go. It was people that were encouraging me, like, no, listen, I'm sure you can do it. I'm like, no, it's not for me. It's not for me. How do you? And I think I was in your live the other day when you were struggling to do something. I can't remember what it is you were trying to do that day.
Okay, I think when I couldn't see what people were typing, it was just off.
Yes. And the comment section was off. Yes, I remember that day. So you see, that's one of the struggles. I mean, I'm quite good with tech and stuff, but it's just the fact that you're just, out there in that space and just, I would prefer one-on-one sessions, where you just talk to people. But I feel like more people needs help. And so when I first come across your page, I was like, okay, this is what you're doing, and that's why I just followed. In fact, I had two accounts. I followed you on the first time I met you. I was on my second page, which is Vicky Motions.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I think that was the first time, and I did join it with this one because obviously I use that for every other thing,
Okay.
and this one is just specifically for this. So and
So,
I'm glad to be
so
here.
I have a question for Double Z when he's done talking, please.
Okay, all right, that's okay, all right. So it's very important to find that purpose is very, very important. And like I said, sometimes you might not be very quick to find it,
Yeah.
but if you find yourself in this community, find yourself in a community, find yourself in an environment where you could get the support you need. It's we often underestimate support.
Mm.
You know, you see some people like, oh, I have support system. You know, some people don't have support system. Somebody that has support system and somebody that don't, their lifestyle is always,
Different.
contrast. Because you that have support system, you have somewhere to run to. You that don't, you do things slightly differently. So I feel like if there's a community where you can go and express yourself without being judged, you can get that support. Like even sometimes people around you could sense talent. Oh, you're good at this. Why don't you give it a try? You're good at this. So I would say, don't hide.
No.
Don't put yourself in a box. Come out, talk. Express yourself. And in that process, someone might just pick you up and be like, you know what, you're good at this, and that might be a way of you finding your purpose. And all you just need to do is, keep doing your best,
Yeah.
keep working at it,
Yeah.
and trusting in God to, help you achieve, whatever that purpose is. So, and like Nas said again, um, without that, it's almost as if we have no reason to be here, so to say,
Mm.
because there has to be something. There has to be
Definitely.
something,
Definitely.
there has to be something,
Thank you for that.
so without that, why are you here? you know. So it's good to find it, and I hope everybody finds this as well. But just for everybody listening, if you're not sure what direction to go, it's okay to
Mm.
ask for help.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's very okay. Don't think you can do it all alone.
No.
If you feel like you're struggling, you're not sure, it's okay to ask for help. Seek for help. And I said, in fact, I can't count how many times I said it tonight. Like, how we used to say back in Nigeria, like, it's if you keep your problem to yourself, you're not gonna get help.
No.
They say a
So
problem shared is half solved.
it's half solved. Exactly. So you have to speak out. You have to speak out, and that's only where you get help. And from there, who knows what would happen. So please keep trying. Even if you haven't found it yet, don't stop trying.
Mm.
Don't stop
Keep
saying.
trying, keep trying. Speak to people that know that can be of help, that can guide you, that can support you. Seek encouragement. It's okay, because we feed off encouragement as well.
Mm.
If you do something and someone encourage you, that will spur you to want to do more, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That will spur you to want to do more. So please, please, please seek help. Yeah, don't. There's no macho man anywhere. There's no macho
No,
woman
no, no, no.
anywhere.
There's no superwoman anywhere.
There's no superwoman. There's no superman anywhere.
Oh
You
no.
know. Yeah. So it's okay to ask for help. I think that's one thing that is one major problem we have probably back home in Africa. We tend to keep quiet a lot. We're going through a lot and we just keep quiet. No, it's not good. It's okay to speak. It's okay to talk. It's okay to seek help. And I hope you find your.
Amen.
Amen. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So before we lose you, I don't know whether it's the network now, double Z. Because of what you've said and what you've
Okay.
yeah, because of what you've said and what you've shared with us, can I dare ask
Right.
you, when you started this live, I mean, there was a way you were before you started this live, and the moment you started, yeah, because they're telling me you're going to do it 5 days. I'm like, this is going to take a lot off of you. I hope you're mentally ready, because as a counselor, you know the drill. So my thing is, since you started, do you feel any ounce of fulfillment at all?
Yes, I do actually. I do actually. My joy is to see people, get that support they need. And I'll tell you from the response, from the responses you get from people, it's fulfilling when somebody asks a question and you put an answer out there, and they're happy about it. It's like when you've been wondering in your head, you ask a question, you get the answer, and it looks like the missing piece of the jigsaw. Like, that's what you're looking for. That's what and I was able to help a lady yesterday. Actually, it was yesterday section. Our story was very touching, very, very touching. And I usually, because she said she's a Christian, right? I usually don't want to mix religion with, so that you don't want to feel like, okay, whatever he's saying is coming from,
Then.
religion, whatever, So you try to keep it professional. But because she says she's a Christian, she felt our trauma can be healed.
Wow.
She felt our trauma can be healed. And I said to her, yes, it can be healed. It starts from you coming to terms with whatever it is you've been through. And the next phase is forgiving, because you have to be able to forgive,
The
to
very
let go of your past, to be able to have that inner peace with yourself.
yeah.
If you don't have that peace with yourself, you're probably useless.
Okay.
That peace is very, very important. And I did say to her, she's a very young girl, and I did ask her to just so I told her a little bit about Job's story. Yeah.
Okay.
Job, what happened to, I don't know if any one of you is Christian.
But from your response, I'm sensing your passion about what you're doing as well. So you can imagine that is you using your passion in a positive way to even feel fulfilled and help the world at large. So well done to you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate that.
Well done.
So yeah, I think the joy for me is just, I say it doesn't matter, even if it's just 5 people that turn up, as long as somebody gets the help. Because one person, like I said earlier, could go in and make massive difference. Imagine that one person in her community bringing that positivity, that energy, to the to our group. They can see that renewed.
Sorry, Double Z coach. Sorry, lover of good things said, my brother, I thank God for your life for allowing you overcome procrastination.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for encouraging our brother. So you can see,
Yeah.
when Lover of Good Things spoke, thank God for the people who have identified their passion. Because some people are way lost, just like what you're sharing. When people have been hurt or they have trauma, they affect. Look, guys, it's true. Because if I say I'm passionate about this topic, guys, this very person who is not a counselor in front of you, it's just that TikTok, they're fussy with words. Imagine as a teenage girl facing life's challenges and all of that. Despite the fact that I could identify 1 or 2 gifts, life was at some point unbearable. And there were 3 attempts, you know what I'm trying to say? From yours faithfully. I'm telling you that. And I used to think back, my God, the last time if I'd gone, what would have happened? Just because I'm like, oh, I can't breathe. I just want to go because life was just unbearable. So you might or might not get to that point in life because of other issues of life. But that did not take away the passion, the gift in me. It didn't take it. It was always there. Even when I felt so downcasted, it was always there. There was a purpose I was meant to fulfill. So let's be mindful, please. Let's be mindful. I don't know who is out there listening. I just felt to chip that in from what Double Z was saying. So I'm so sorry for interrupting you, but yeah.
That's okay. Yeah, I just love helping people out there, because I know for a fact that if you don't do it, other people will do it, but if you have multiple people doing it, that means you can reach out to more people, isn't it?
Yes.
You can reach out to more people, and who knows, from this message. And so the thing is that my fear at the start was, would someone come out talk about their story?
I know.
Well, that was my fear
I
at the
mean, in a
start.
public
Like,
space.
would anyone come out in a public space? In a public space. And it was quite surprising to see people like talking about like
You'll be amazed.
deep things. You know, it wasn't a big group of people. It was just like, you know, the box is even like outfield. But I know people are listening, you know, and those of us that were just talking in the box, like very few. But you know, you could tell like people have something to say. People have been through stuff,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know. And even today, I had a lady come in. Well, it was on the usual trauma, but obviously, not like when you just add fear. I think for her, it's all of those
Sorry, Double Z.
fear of.
What is your program called or your live? What is it called?
So with this one, I just target let's talk about unhealed traumas. So the 5 days one I'm doing, let's talk about unhealed traumas. Yeah, so that's just what it's called. Yeah, that's why I just tagged it. Yeah.
Hopefully, one of these
So, but
we might come into that street of TikTok.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. Please do. Please, I think I do. Tomorrow will be 7 p.m. UK time, 8 p.m. Nigerian time.
And he said
Okay.
it's for 2 hours. But since it's every
So
day, because I've got
yeah,
class.
so obviously it's every day. Yeah. So I feel what I realized. Obviously, you don't have to stay for the whole 2 hours.
I
You
know.
know. Yeah. So even if it means even if you just have to like say come in. I mean, someone would say their experience, then someone like you was, you know, you could give your advice to them, you know. So I do have that as well. So what I try to do, I try to make it sort of open,
Mm.
you know. So if you experienced and you have something to chip in, I'll let you chip in, you know. I'll let you chip in, yeah. So that's what I've been doing. I've not just been doing the talking throughout.
Okay.
You know, so I've let people come in, you know, give their take from. Because the bottom line is this, we are all learning.
Yeah.
Even though, you know, we can be professionals, we're still learning.
Still learning.
Because, you know, when they say, when you hear someone else's story, you're shocked, like, oh, wow, so this kind of story exists,
I
you know?
know.
So, yeah.
I think
So
you've heard
from
it all.
someone's story that I've never experienced before, I want to learn from it.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm always learning, you know, learning every day. And yeah, I think the last time I came to you, we were talking about tolerance in, you know,
Marriage.
in marriage as well. Yeah. So you see, these things are the sort of things that I feel like it's not out there. It's not really out there. There are these topics that is not out there, you know, because people don't often talk about it, you know, and we just want to try to like make sure we reach out to them and make sure. I mean, like I said, my joy is to see people doing well, is to see people excel, you
That's
know, people living well, people have a purpose, like you said. So when I see your topic, I was like, a purpose. I started thinking in my life, okay, you know, that's an interesting one. So yeah, there's a purpose to fulfill.
yeah.
You know, so if there's anything that will hinder you from fulfilling that purpose, I want to come in, you see, to well, eliminate whatever the stumbling block, you know, the blockers, you know, that is stopping you from fulfilling that purpose. You know, to help you see light in the dark, you know, how you can move on from wherever is stopping you to be able to achieve your purpose. You know, so yeah, lover of good things say, what is your mission statement, sir? I don't,
You
I
see,
don't,
we
You
just
just
have
said
I,
it. I think you just
better.
said it.
I don't have a mission. Wait, I don't have a mission
My own
statement.
mission
Yeah,
statement. My own mission statement is in my song. That's I always play this song. Listen, let's hear it through. Listen.
okay.
Yeah, so that's my own mission statement. So yeah, maybe something you have to work on that. See, everybody's supporting and encouraging you already, so that you can actually, don't leave out any aspect of your purpose of you fulfilling it, and the passion is there. That's the bottom line of number one thing that you need. So I'm glad you came in here today, and I'm sure you two you have picked one or two things up as well to get better at what you do. Uh,
Sure. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate everyone. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your kind encouragement as well. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for sharing
Thank
with
you.
us as well. So you
Oh,
can
you're
hear what
welcome.
Double Z said. Oh, nah, over to you. After you go on to the next person, I think it's time I put my pause.
Yeah, yeah.
Or
You
do
want
I?
to say it now before we go?
Yeah, I think so.
Say it now. Yeah, say it now. Go on.
It's another tongue twister, guys. I know, yeah, the topic is hot, hot, hot. So let's cool it down a bit. So this one is another tongue twister. Now, if you help me put it up there with nice. So you have to come and say this one, let's be lenient, 3 times without blabbing.
Oh my gosh.
So here it goes. She sells seashells by the seashore. She sells seashells by the seashore. So you have to say it fast 3 times without blabbing, and then you can get the gift for today. Yeah. She sells seashells by the seashore. Yeah, look at me. She sells seashells by the seashore. She sells seashells by the seashore. You see, I'm blabbing, so you cannot blab. So if anybody in the box want to try, please feel free.
You think this
Otherwise,
is easy?
this one now, Mashiri have tools. So if you know your
Can
bold
try you.
confidence, come and try it.
I think I can try you.
Look at now. Oh, okay, sorry. As if you can write it 3 times. No, you have to come and say it. So
No, I'm writing there. I write it there for people to see it so they can remember.
okay, she sells seashells by the seashore. Well done. Thank you.
Yes.
So if you want to try, please send an invite to come into the box, attempt it. If we all are satisfied, then you get the gift for today. So yeah.
I want to try you. Can I try?
Oh, okay.
Try.
Feel free.
Hmm. Let me drink water first. Oh, my water is finished.
You need water.
All right. Let's say
Okay.
she sells seashells by the seashore. She sells seashells by the seashore. She sells seashells by the seashore.
You paused.
You pause. No
Did
pausing.
I pause?
Yes.
No pausing.
Maybe let's give him one ice cream for attempting.
One ice cream for a
That will do. That will quench the test.
Yes.
Yes.
So that it's like your mouth is hot already. So take ice cream.
It's not the fact. It's all dried.
You can come back and attempt again. So it's all good.
I'll definitely come back.
Okay.
Thank you for the ice cream.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
So we're moving on now to I think is Coach Tola. Hi, good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening, everyone. How are you guys?
We are fine
We're
and you?
fine.
Yeah, good. Oh.
I'm very well, thank you.
Yourself?
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think I only caught, the last person's contribution, but I would say that each and every one of us do have purpose, but it takes us being aware and being intentional to discover what our purpose is.
Yeah.
Your purpose could be linked to what you love doing. It could be what you don't like, so something that you want to advocate against.
Yeah.
It could be something that you just have, something draws you towards it. You see a gap and you're drawn towards it, and you feel as if, oh, I can fill this gap. I can do this.
Yeah.
Now, for most of us, it takes us time to discover our purpose because, for me, I'm of the old school brigade now. When we were growing up, it was all about go to school, get your qualifications, and get a job. I would say maybe for the first 40 something odd years of my life, I didn't even think of a purpose or anything like that. I didn't understand it. I just did as I was told. I just went to school, got my grades, started working,
Guys, let's keep tapping as well. So
and that was just it. But then sometimes it takes a challenge happening to you for you to actually look inwards and say, what's this life all about, Seth? Why am I here? What's the meaning of life? What's this? And you start asking yourself deep questions. Now, it is in the midst of those deep questions and challenges that you begin to discover yourself. Oh, I've got more to offer the world. I can do this, I can do that. And that you now start to go on a journey of self-discovery. So for me as a person, I mean my background is in financial services. For donkey years I was working accounting, financial advice, this, that, and the other. But I don't think that my purpose lied with all of those things. And over the last, I would say, 4 years, I've gotten in touch with being a coach. And I don't even know whether I should say that came about accidentally, or it wasn't something that I planned. It wasn't something that I designed. It wasn't, I kind of fell into it. And then I realized that, oh, wow, I do love this. And then, oh, yeah, I'm good at this. And people give me feedback and it's like, oh, wow, why didn't I, just today when I have my lives in the morning, I had a life, and this lady had been on my life yesterday. She was practically in tears yesterday because I shared some things and then I asked some questions, and then so today she was back on my life and I said, "What's holding you back?" And she just went into like anyway. So there's a particular program that I promote, and she's kind of signed up for that, and she's been telling everybody because she was live later in the day and I went on her live and she was like, today I'm going to mark this day down in my diary. I will write a letter to my future self. 1 year from today, I'm going to open that letter because something has happened to. And in a way I was looking at myself, oh, okay, what did I say? What did I do? How did that happen? Kind of thing. But that just reinforces the fact that there is a purpose. And you don't know how many people's purposes are tied to yours. You don't know.
Thank
And,
you.
Very true.
and when you allow yourself to be, I know especially in diaspora, I think even everywhere, you introduce yourself and you say, oh, my name is Tola, I'm an accountant, we talk about what we do. We don't talk about who we are. We're a human being, we're not human doing, so that is what attracts people to you. That is what impacts people. That is what helps people, so, purpose is a big thing for me. It's massive, it's huge. Some of us go in a roundabout way to discover what we were meant to be. But each and every one of us does have a purpose. And we need to seek for that meaning. We need to ask ourselves those deep questions so that we can come to the point of saying, I know what my purpose is, and I'm going to live the rest of my days fulfilling that purpose. Because the day we were born is important, but the day we discover what our purpose is even more important.
That's your
Thank
gold
you.
blackpot. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Coach Tola.
Yeah. There was something you said, when you talked about our purpose are tied to other lives. I just thought about, like, if you see like a tree, it holds the seeds, if possible, the shelter, the food for many lives. And if that tree does not fully reach its potential, all those lives. So thank you for that. That really touched me. You see, you're inspiring me as you're talking to write.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so I think who we got next?
We might have to bring the puzzle one more time and
Oh, okay. Bring the puzzle. Anyone wants to try the puzzle?
so
I'm not
the
gonna try
puzzle
because I'll probably like to bite my tongue.
will be nice. It would nice to attempt it. Let's hear. Let's laugh a bit. She sells seashells by the seashore. See?
Uh,
She sells seashells by the seashore. She sells seashells by the seashore. She sells seashells by the seashore.
she's a-
Seashore.
how many times? How many times are you supposed to do it?
Three
How many?
times
3 times.
without
Oh,
blabbing.
3 times.
Three,
Double
three
Z.
times without blabbing.
Double Z wanted to try. Maybe are you ready, Double Z, to try again, or anybody else?
I think he's still licking the ice cream to cool down.
He's lucky where he is. He's not cold enough to have ice cream. Look at us. We can't have ice cream.
Coach Connor wants to try.
Oh,
Okay, I can give it a go.
yay!
Okay.
Yeah,
She sells seashells by the seaside. She sells seashells. Oh my goodness.
calm down, please.
Start
Harry,
again.
calm down.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
You want to try again, sis? Or you come back later?
Let me give it a go. One last time. That's it. She sells seashells by the seashore. She sells seashells by the seashore. She sells seashells by the seashore.
Why is it now the third one? Everybody seems to be pausing. So, well, she tried. I'll just give you
She
one
tried.
donut. One
tried.
donut. No ice cream because you didn't. No ice cream.
Thank you.
Well done. Yeah, well done.
Okay, I think the next person we've got is Sergio. Hello. Hi. Welcome.
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
I'm good. How are you?
We are good. We are good.
And you?
Fantastic.
Good.
Yeah. I just got into the live, so I don't know what's going on.
Oh.
I know it's
There's a
written your
whole lot
purpose.
going on. So now, please.
Yeah. I know it's written your purpose, and Coach Tola has been speaking when I got here. So yeah, that's pretty much what I got. And obviously with the seashore, things like that. I don't know what's happening at the seashore.
Do you want to explain to him or?
Yes. So it's a tongue. It's what do you call it? Tongue twister. So you have to say 3 times. She sells seashells by the seashore 3 times without pausing, and then you're gonna get a gift. Would you like to try that?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Am I reading somewhere?
Wait.
I think it's on. No, I think it's on the. It was in the chat, but I don't know.
Yeah, no, you might have
Okay.
to type it again. You know, when you type now, copy it, post it. So next time you just keep pasting it so you don't have to type all the time.
Okay.
Just to add to what Na said, because she's my moderator, I'm trying out this moderation thing. So, but we both are experimenting on each other today. So the topic you can see, your purpose, is what we've talked about. I always come and give a talk, and then I invite people to share more about the topic. Are you still there? So okay, Sergio is still there.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the one question after my talk, you could start with that, so that at least that way it's a general question. Even if you haven't heard my talk, you'll be able to respond as well. So the question is, can we feel fulfilled without knowing our purpose in life? Can we feel fulfilled without knowing our purpose in life? So that is the question after the talk. You can start with that, or whatever is coming to mind about your purpose, you can share with us as well. So the puzzle bit is, when we talk is all serious. We just bring the puzzle to laugh a bit before we go. So that's it. Oh,
Yes.
thank you. Thank you
really?
for the gift thank you. Minnie, I tried to bring you up. We'd love to hear your views about this topic today as well. So please accept our invite. Let's hear from you. Thank you for the gift. Thank
Oh,
you so much.
thank you for the gift. I appreciate that.
Let's
Um,
come up with a puzzle to make us laugh and then tell us what you think about your photos.
Seashell bodies.
um, this is really deep, you know, because a lot of us think we know our purpose. Personally, I feel like many of us, okay, I'll speak for myself. I wouldn't know my purpose. You know, it's hard to get to know yourself, because this goes down to where you're brought up, how you grew up, and so forth. For me, I would like to liken myself with the scriptures most of the time to say, if I'm going to look for myself, who am I? That's where I go. That's what I do. So I would like to say, what was the purpose of the Savior on this earth? That's where I start. He had a purpose. So what is my purpose? My purpose cannot be education, because I can be educated all I want. But my purpose is to be happy, to be with my family, because that's what's more important in this life. If I can be with family and do everything that I can to make them happy, family doesn't mean it has to be a bloodline. I can be here on this platform and you guys all be my family, you see, because we'll have one goal, one purpose of doing things. What do I want to achieve? I think that to be the first, because if I don't know where I'm going, doesn't matter which road I take, doesn't matter which kind of people I hang out with. So having to know that I have a family, it cannot be the one that I have made, but the people that I want to be with every time that I'm down. I feel like I can't go on. I feel like life is just taking a toll on me. The people that will guide me, the people that will lift me up, those are the people that I call family. That will be my purpose in life, because I mean, we can have bankers, we can have doctors, and we can have all those people. They all have a purpose. If we don't have bankers, we are not going to be able to manage our finances. If we don't have even thieves, everyone has a purpose. You know, we have everybody. We might think that this is not right for our life, but having them, that's why we have advocates. That's why we have the police. That's why we have all those things. It's all a puzzle. So we have to just put it together. There's a reason why we have all these things going on in this world, why we have trials and tribulations to make us strong, why we have. There's a lady who just spoke about the tree. I mean, having to say the tree has a purpose of this life. I mean, there are different seasons. It goes leaves, it bear fruits. I mean, just different seasons. It doesn't bear fruits all year round, but times are hard for it. Same as human beings, you know. So I don't know. It's just deep.
Thank you. Oh, I wish you were here for the talk. Honestly, the things that came out, I didn't plan for them to come out. But I mean, I just had to share to make it real. I had to share my personal experience as well so that people would know. You know, life is not a bed of roses. But there's still roses. As much as there's thorns, there are roses in it. And we just need to, find our purpose. And a lot of people have talked about it. I know now. That's why I said, please bring me back when I'm doing my thing. I've forgotten already. I'm sorry, so I think I'll just stop and hand over to you. Sorry, I'll get used to it. Don't worry.
It's okay. No, go finish what you're saying. There's no
You
point
know?
cutting you. Is it gone?
Yeah,
Oh, it's
so I
gone.
mean, I shared my experience. So what I would do, or what I've always done, after this live, I download it. I put a whole thing on my YouTube channel so that people
Okay.
can always go back and watch
Mm,
and exactly that's
okay.
all because on TikTok I can only post 1 hour.
Mm,
So today that I've gone past the hour, I'm unable to post everything. So I still
mm,
post the 1 hour that you can fit on here. But to hear the whole thing, just go on my YouTube channels, FunmiRoyal as well, and you'll find me. And I'm gonna upload it in the next 3 days, so
yeah.
that people can, go back and listen because
Mm,
it's very crucial. And I wish the young people are out there listening. The earlier we
yes.
can understand our purpose, the better for us. So that everything we're doing, whether we're teenagers, young adults, and all of that, it's in alignment
Yeah.
with our purpose. You find out that you don't waste resources, you're not wasting time, you're not burning energy anyhow because you're focused. And look,
Yes.
sometimes people say, for me, you don't look your age, you don't. I sit, I said, and they also sometimes they'll ask, what's your secret? I said, my secret is Jesus and Mary Kay. And just I
Jesus
say,
and Mary Kay, I like that.
and they're like, this woman. I said, no, because I know that I'm fulfilled already because I know there's still more God wants me to do. But at least I think I'm on the right path to fulfillment.
Your
You
focus.
understand?
Yeah.
And yeah, everything is just aligning. And the more I do this self-reflection, I think Dr. King said it and said, the more you do self-reflection, now why do I have this gift? Why do I have this passion burning in me? It's for a purpose, guys. Wake
Yeah.
up. It
Yes.
is for a purpose. So let me just stop there because you know me. Let me stop there. Thank you.
Okay. So I think we don't have any more people on the list.
Yeah, the thing was just dropping them as they come in. It's
Yeah.
not constant.
But
I
hopefully they
don't
might
know.
come back.
Sergio,
Unless
do you know Minnie? Sergio, do you know Minnie?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, I think she followed you here. But I'm trying to even be friendly. Mimi or Minnie, thank you for all the gifts to my guests. We really appreciate you. We want to hear from you because, I mean, for you to come here following Sergio here, there's something, and he has spoken. So we really love to hear from you as well. Please, 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 please.
she put in a
Otherwise,
request.
yeah, I've sent her. I've sent
Okay.
her. Hopefully, so I don't know. Except maybe she's where she can't speak or she can't talk. I don't know. But it's all right. You can type on that. We can read it out. Whatever your submission is about the topic. Can we feel fulfilled without knowing our purpose in life? And I mean, almost everybody have said no. There's no way you feel fulfilled. So we're
Yeah?
gonna take that for today, really.
What room is that?
So, Sergio, do you want to try the tongue twister? She sells seashells by the seashore.
yeah. I can give it a go.
Yay, come on.
You have to say it again because I'm not reading
Oh.
anyway. So
Okay.
Do you want me to try?
Here. Here. It's on. I've just posted it. Can you see it?
Yes.
well,
He
No,
said,
is it on there?
Yeah, Sergio's gonna have a go.
Who wants to go? Okay, let Sergio go first, and then we'll come to you, lover of good
Yeah.
things.
Okay, so how many times am I doing that?
3 times without blabbing and as fast as possible.
Okay, don't laugh, all right? She sells seashells by the seashore. She sells seashells by the seashore. She says seashell by the seashore.
Oh, the third one. Well done, though. You tried.
No, I'll give him 2 ice creams.
Yes. Okay.
That'll do pretty nice.
You tried, but no. What do you think for yourself? What do you think? Seriously.
No.
Do you think that was smooth?
No, I'll give it a 4 out of 10.
Oh.
So yeah. Normally I give 1 donut and 2 ice cream, but I think that donut will be too big for you. So I've given you 2 ice cream for even attempting. Well done. Thank you. Yeah. Okay, lover of good things.
Yes.
try now.
Go on.
Sells seashells by the seashore. She sells seashells by the seashore. She sells seashells by the seashore.
You always pause. You have to do it.
And
in
so,
pauses.
I mean, you have to say it very fast, sir. For attempting, let me give him 1 ice cream.
I got the 3. I didn't miss any.
You
missed
paused.
it. You paused and you were slow.
She sells seashells by the
Okay.
seashore.
You are the judge.
Who's gonna try?
I'm laughing because even me, this one, I haven't rehearsed properly. So the third one just messes up.
Look,
somehow.
when we were young, there is a Yoruba version of what you just said.
Oh, really? What
Yes.
is it, sir?
The Yoruba version is, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to offend any tribe. It's just what they told us when we were very young. We are trying it. They said, you want me to say,
Yes, please.
kára tápà káta tápà ká fi owó tápà sun tábà fún tápà fẹ́. Anybody who can say that 3 times without babbling.
Wow.
I think if we go into the traditional ones, actually, when he said that, I just remembered one.
Oh.
Let me see. Lover of good things. Do you know this one? Mora dodonido, modia dodonido, mo forward dodoromoni dodonido.
Hey.
We play with that when we were young too.
Exactly. We used to do that too. My goodness, I'll be looking at their mouth as in these people, did they swallow hot coal? Oh my god, it was sorry for the digression.
I think
Sorry,
we saw somebody in the. Is it Pretty? Can't see.
Oh yeah, she just came in.
Yes.
Hi. Good evening. Welcome.
Yes.
Okay. So you just joined the live
Good
now,
evening.
or you been
Good
listening?
evening. How are you doing this night?
Good evening, we're fine, and you?
I'm good.
Good.
Great.
Are you just coming in, or you've heard our talk so far before the seashells by the seashore? Yeah, pretty. Her network is a bit
Yeah.
fluctuating.
Time. I think there's a delay.
I can even see one red bar, so it's a bit low.
Mm.
Yeah. Pretty, can you hear us?
Yes.
Okay, so I said, are you just coming
Network is
in?
poor. It's
Oh.
breaking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you
Yes,
get?
I'm just coming in.
Oh, okay. We've been talking about your passion. Do you know what your passion is, Pretty?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I don't know if you want to share with us. Oh, Sergio, thank you. Oh, wow. Overtook that goal. Thank you guys so much. Oh, God bless. Yeah, I think the
Yeah.
network is season, so we don't even know if she's talking or not. But if anyone is still out there, please send an invite because we're going to be rounding up soon.
Okay. Yeah.
Are you there, Pretty?
No.
Yes, I'm there.
Oh.
Oh, I don't know what to even say now. So, Pretty, we've been talking about your passion. We talked every aspect possible about having passion and knowing what I mean. So, I said passion, you see, passion, purpose. About
Purpose.
your purpose. Sorry about that. Yeah, do you know your purpose in life and do you think you're working towards achieving that purpose? Or you just discovered it, or what is it about purpose? Do you understand?
Well, I have passion for people who are sick. I like to take care of sick people. I don't
Wow.
know why, but I just have this passion of being around them, helping them, and making sure that they recover.
Mm.
Wow. That's a deep
Yes,
one.
I'm putting
Yeah.
smile on their faces.
Oh,
So yes,
God bless.
that's my passion. But I tried studying nursing in school, but
Mm-hmm.
it isn't working. Each time I try, I don't get admission. So, but I feel so bad that it didn't work out for me.
But does that mean you've given up?
Yeah.
I've not. I keep trying. I think this is over 4 to 5 years. I've been trying.
So
So
maybe there's something you need to do differently.
Mm.
So maybe you need to take some little courses instead of a big one first.
okay,
So maybe you can start with just a certificate in nursing. Maybe you have to open your brain little by little, and there's no shame in that as long as you're focused. This is your passion and you want to get better at it. You want to have a degree if possible, but maybe you just have to start from the basis.
okay.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm making sense.
Yes, I've even gone to hospital. I
Okay.
think I've learned in hospital for 2 to 3 years.
Wow.
Yes. So
Wow.
yeah, I have, and I work as auxiliary,
Okay.
auxiliary nurse. Yes, over 3 years. This all this time I've been spending to get admission in the university. I use the time too in running this hospital SAT. So after my training, they employed me, but I still don't get satisfied because I'm not
Mm.
I'm not uh, I'm not I'm not practicing it legally, or I don't know if you understand what I mean.
As a qualified person.
Qualified nurse. Yes, yes.
Yeah.
So I don't get satisfaction with that qualification I'm having.
Mm.
So I feel bad, but
No,
I'll keep pushing and hoping that one day it will work out for me.
I don't know.
So
I
that
don't
has
know.
been my
Pretty. I don't know
passion.
what the system is in Nigeria, but I could always find out or do research. That's what I'm saying. It's good to aspire to go to the uni, but if you're trying
Yes,
1 year, 2 years, and it's not forthcoming, you can look for something that will still give you certification, maybe not as high, so that you don't feel frustrated. Because it's clearly obvious you're passionate about these things and you're already even in it somehow. So you just want to put
yes,
a good qualification to it so that you can feel more fulfilled. And that's why we're
yes.
talking here about purpose. So don't give up about school. You know,
Yeah.
I at 44, I had to go back to uni. I was so scared.
Wow.
I'm like, hey, all I'm thinking is chicken and jollof rice. So
Mama, thank you for your gift.
you're welcome. All I was thinking is jollof rice and
Mama,
chicken.
thank you for your gift.
It's all right, my. They just encourage you.
00. Thank you.
Don't give up, please.
Yeah.
At me, at old age, going back to uni, I did it. So that's what I'm saying, that instead of feeling discouraged, maybe you should just go for a
Yeah,
certificate in nursing that will not be too difficult or too challenging. And that will also give you some sort of qualification. And then you can try something higher again. And then when you're not ready for that uni, you can still go for it. There is no limit in terms of age to uni, you know that.
Yes.
So please don't feel discouraged
yeah,
at all. If I can do it,
yes, I
you
don't.
can do it.
Yes, I will. I
Yes.
will definitely get it in life.
Amen.
Amen.
That's the whole idea of we coming here to talk about purpose, talk about different topics that has to do with us. We need to bring people's attention to certain topics that, some people are just living life and they're not consciously aware of certain things in their lives. So when we bring this topic up,
Yeah,
we're trying to encourage people to think in a certain way and be better, really. We live a better life, we live a better world as well.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you so much for coming.
Yes. Thank you.
thank you. I really enjoy your time,
Be
your
encouraged.
community.
Don't be discouraged. So I don't know,
Yes.
Pretty, do you want to try our puzzle for today? Let's laugh a little before we go.
Oh,
She sells seashells on the
hey,
seashore. Now, can you paste it again?
Yes, I'll
I'm
paste
not
it.
in for puzzle.
Ah, she's. Are you running away now? Don't give up on us. Oh, she started on the screen,
I'm
so you
not
can.
giving up, but I'm not ready.
Okay, okay, okay. We understand. So much. I know our time is really fast spent.
Yes.
I am grateful for the deep contributions we've had today on Insight. It's been very insightful, and I even had an amazing time myself. I can't go back. I mean, I can't wait to go back and watch the whole thing again, whether I've blabbed somewhere or whatever. But like I say, this topic is really, really dear to my heart. My second book is titled Your Passion, Your Purpose. And if you want a copy, please go on Amazon. There's a Kindle edition. You just download and get your copy. If you enjoy it, send it to other people as well. Let's not be selfish about that.
That's it.
And again, if you want to take that further, My latest book is titled Understanding Your Destiny. So please, it's like telling a story. So if you want to really, really understand, get your passion and purpose first. Read that and then come get Understanding Your Destiny so that you can live a full and rich life, a life of fulfillment, a life of purpose. Don't be like the one who will just come to the face of the earth and then off you go. And then when people are trying to remember you for something, they're like, nothing
Yeah.
today. May that not be our portion. So let us be mindful of this. Let us be conscious of it. Please don't look at your age. Age has nothing to do. Better late than never, as they say. So please, if you think, oh, you're in your 60s, it's too late for you. No, in fact, life is just starting. Please. So it's your mindset. The moment you heard this, what are you going to do about it? Are you going to self-reflect? Am I on track in terms of life purpose? Do I know my passion? Am I doing something with it? Am I being a blessing to the world with my passion? No matter how small you might think it is, no matter how many they are, as long as you're doing something positive with it, know that you're on the right track. So I'll say that. I don't know now if you have any other thing or anyone else before we round up for today.
No. Does anybody else want anything to say? I think we've said everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sergio, any last words? Lover of good things, double Z. Any last words before we round up?
Um, Not much, but we just want to appreciate you for your time and just getting out here to share with us, to remind us of our purpose in life. I mean, to encourage us. I mean, every time we learn about things, we want to try something, and maybe we can try for 5 months, and then we go back again, we fail. But when we have people like you encouraging us, helping us to remember that we all have a purpose, we can do something in this life. Just like the sister who spoke, saying she has tried nursing and so forth, and but you encouraging her, to say, have you tried this? Don't give up. Have you tried it? um it's encouraging, and we really appreciate that. And as for me, I would also want to go back to the drawing board to say, what is my purpose in this life? I mean, there are things that I'm good at, there are things that I've probably have neglected or feel like they are not of paramount important in this life, but a lot of people might need what I can offer. It's not about what we do as in career wise and other things, but it could be your talent. So you discovering what you do, and just like that sister said, I like helping people. So she tried nursing because, I mean, it's the way to go. If you look for a job that is in line with something that you're happy in doing, because if I don't like helping people and then I want to be a doctor or a nurse, then it's not going to work out for me. So there's
Just be
no purpose in it.
miserable.
Yeah, so there won't be any purpose. And there are people who write a lot. I mean, they should be trying to be authors, to write books and so forth. There are people who like reading, but they don't like writing. So you are writing for those that like reading. So your purpose is writing, and their purpose is reading. And there are other people who like selling. They're good at it, not because they're looking for money, but they're just good at
Love it.
selling things. So yeah, we really appreciate you. I'm glad to be have been part of this.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Oh, let me see my. Thank you for coming by as well. We hope to see you again. And guys, just so you know, now this will be what we'll be saying next time. God will help me. On Thursdays, we come on Insight. I talk about marriage relationships. So we bring another different topics that people shy away from, especially couples. So we talk about last week we talked about marriage and tolerance. Love alone will not sustain marriage. So this Thursday, we're coming back again. And I'm not going to tell you what the topic is, but know that it has to do with marriage relationship. How we can enjoy our marriages, not enduring it. So you're going to be hearing something new again, or something probably not new, but we need to talk about it in the open so that we can have a better marriage relationship. So, on this note, I'm just going to say thank you all so much for your contributions, lover of good things. Nah, hey, just forgive me. Take me as I am. Now, don't worry, my brain will adjust to
Love,
that.
love, 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 love.
Mwah. Thank you so much, my adorable sister. Some people are jealous of our picture, you know.
I know. Don't mind them. We'll send them more.
In fact, anyway, we'll talk again. Bubble Z, thank you so much. Pretty, thank you for stopping by. Please be encouraged, Pretty. There
Yes.
is much, much, much more in you. Never give up on yourself, please.
Yes.
And Sergio, thank you so much for your contribution as well.
Yes.
Coach Tola, I appreciate you. And
Yeah.
for those who came by, those who did not were not able to speak, I don't know, maybe it was
Thank
network
you.
that dropped them off.
I appreciate you
Thank you
Thank
all.
all
you
so
all
much.
We appreciate
for
you.
Oh, thank
participating.
you. Thank you, guys. So, till I come your way again on Thursday, by the grace of God, remain blessed. Go self-reflect about our topic today, and let that inner voice expand things in your mind. You know? And my prayer is that we will all fulfill purpose before we leave this earth. In Jesus' name. Thank you, guys. I will see you on Thursday, 8 p.m. UK time. Remain blessed.
Good night.
Bye.
Night.
Okay, good night. Thank you. Bye.
Dawn of faith. Bye, Kiki. Oh, baby needs you.
Oh,
Good night.
night.
Good night. Bye.
Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for the talking as well. Night. Bye, guys.